We are live. Wheel and Trigger live on this beautiful April 23rd, 2024. Chase, what is up?
Everything, dude. A lot happened this past weekend, and I can't wait to talk about it.
Yeah, we were on two different coasts doing two different big races. And yeah, I'm sure you've got some stuff to talk about. I've got some dirt and some good stuff to talk about. I'm really looking forward to it.
Absolutely, and not to mention we have Aydin Horne, truck champion, joining us tonight.
Ah, that's a good point.
That
Almost
is a good
forgot about
point.
that kid.
Yeah.
Well,
So yeah,
if you guys are on already, I know there's at least 100 minus 88 of you on right now. Share it up. Let's get this thing started. Let's get this party started. I know Chase is going to probably end up doing a few shootouts and a little bit of what's ups.
absolutely.
Won't be long.
Definitely not. I should probably look over here and share it myself. If I can figure it out as usual. It always seems to lag on my end. Oh, there we go. Cool. So let me share this real quick.
Let me see if I can share this thing. You know, technology behooves me because one day I'm really good at sharing stuff and know what I'm doing. The next day, it's like I'm a rookie. I've never even done it before. You know what I mean? I just don't get it. Just don't get it. All right.
It's like the beginning of, when Cable Guy, when he's like freaking out in the rain on the satellite and he's talking, you could play badminton with a guy in Japan while you're in Baltimore, you know, or something. It's technology, baby. Or however that goes.
It's technology, baby.
I don't think he said that, but
well,
I mean, he should have.
I like it. Even if he didn't, I like it.
All right.
All right, one more share.
Nice. Okay, we're in this, baby. We got 7 people watching. We've got Terry Brookland. What's up, man? James May is on. Chris Raymond is on.
Oh,
Ben Humphrey. Yeah.
Mr. Raymond.
Mr. Raymond. He had a good weekend.
Really good.
We'll get into that for sure.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Okay. All right, cool. We're here.
You want me to go ahead and do the biz?
Absolutely. We'll be right back.
The following podcast is a group of people who will be talking shit, drinking, using cuss words and living their best lives. The opinions or views expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of their sponsors, supporters or anyone important outside of the 4 walls of the show. If you are not 18 or older, we suggest talking to your parents about this podcast before watching it and becoming scarred for life. We hope you will enjoy this and not get butthurt or become a keyboard warrior after taking it all in. Thank you for watching and supporting us on our journey.
What is up? We're live.
What?
If you're listening, all right.
Yeah.
Sick, man. That always gets me more pumped up for the show watching that. Especially the new disclaimer, you know, when the chick says living their best lives. You know who's also using their living their best lives is Matty G joined us. Dylan Peterson joined us. Jason Darling joined us. Tim Barth and Mr. Mike Fuller.
Whoa.
What's up, guys?
What a star-studded cast of just listeners. We ain't even gotten to the fucking meat potatoes yet.
They just want to see Aydin Horne.
Well, who does?
I think that's what it is. You know what I mean?
So that's good. The Horn will join us at some point if, now I preface this, if he can figure out how to join us.
Yes. I mean, we'll get there too, but
that is kind of the you know.
It happens with a lot of our guests, you know, but luckily you have his contact info and I don't. Like when Nick couldn't get on and I was texting him how to get on, that's going to be you.
Point. That's a good point. I better at least be on guard for that specific situation. Man, so how was your weekend out west, dude? Wally Supercross 1.0 happening. I know he's been talking about this race for quite some time. He did it. He finally put this race on. I know it was a concept just a couple years ago, and now it's happening. So tell us more.
Dude, he pulled it off, and he pulled it off well. That was such a fun freaking race. It was so mellow. It had a little lighter turnout than he probably expected, than everybody expected, but I think it was like a perfect turnout. You know, it wasn't too many, big enough to not be too little. And dude, it was rad. The format was amazing, something that's never been done before. If you're a Supercross fan like myself, it was kind of cool saying that you're in your heat race or LCQ or your, main events and things like that. It was awesome, dude.
Nice. Yeah, I knew that when he was, if he was going to pull the trigger and make it happen, that it was going to have to be something new, which I totally respect, because when you do the same old race, you're just competing with another track somewhere else in the area that's just people have to choose from. If you're going to do a nice new, or, put on a race that you hope to grow, in my opinion, it needs to be something of a new concept, or something that just seems like it's going to be different than what everyone is. The old mundane, just show up and run 2 or 3 qualifiers, racing the clock all the time, and then one main event.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely different for sure, and awesome. I mean, if I can give you a little rundown, we showed up on Friday, or I did, and that was just a free day for everybody to show up. There was no practice that day, so you kind of got to walk the track, check it out, mingle with everybody that was there early, And then Saturday morning got started around 9 o'clock. Everybody got greeted with free monsters. They had free monster going the whole entire time. They were all stored in the racecraft room. It was pretty awesome because we kept our cooler pretty. So I had like 1,000 monsters in the racecraft room the whole time.
Fucking heart attack.
Yeah. So we were amped up quite a bit. So Friday started out with everybody getting a 10-minute practice and seating, which was pretty sweet because, and you could use that time to do whatever you want. And I think it was either 3 or 5 consecutive laps were used for seating in that 10 minutes. So lap times were like, 40s to 50s, depending on, what your skill level was. So you were getting 10 laps, 9 laps or something like that in your practice. And I actually used it to test out a new wing. And so halfway through, just did a wing swap, and that was pretty cool to be able to do that we weren't on the clock the whole time for that,
So
I mean,
how did that
accounting.
new wing test out?
Well, I tried out one of the mega wings that are like the cat's pajamas right now. I've yet to even try one of those Beta Euro Nard wind
When you
damper 5000s.
When you say mega, did you mean MAGA?
No.
Oh.
But yeah, it did. It wasn't orange and like flowy. It was a black one.
No. It was just mega.
Yeah, so I tried one of those out, and I think it did work. It was 5 non-consecutive. Okay. Anyways, that's cool. So just your 5 hot laps, I guess. So we went and did that, and then everybody got to do that, and they watered for every round, and then we went into an actual heads-up 10 or 12-minute heat race based on your seating. So that was the qualifying, was a heads-up heat race for 10 or 12 minutes. I think nitro was 12, electric was 10. I don't really remember. But and then that was the day, and it was done at 4:30. So we had 10 minutes of that, and then 12-minute main type scenario for our mains. And then the next day, nitro got 2 15-minute mains, with the second one, being weighted on points. So it was rad, dude. It was super cool. We were done by 4 or 5 every day, both days. And we kind of didn't know what to do with ourselves getting done that early. It was awesome.
That's great. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Those kind of concepts, even just basically using a Supercross format, which is not done on a regular basis in RC, is cool because it's so different from what we all go and do on a weekly basis. So, I applaud Nick. I know like I said, I know he had that idea. I've talked to him about it in the past. Wally's a great dude, no better guy. And I know Caitlin was out there putting in the work. It's at a great track. So really cool to see that type of event go well. I hope it grows for him and for the whole West Coast.
Yeah, and everybody there seemed like they had a really good time and really enjoyed that format. It made it exciting with that second main counting a little bit more than the first one as far as points. So it was badass. And, so they're saying, if he gets third and this dude gets fifth, this is all gonna change everything up. And it just made it really exciting to listen to the announcing and it was awesome, dude. Like I have not one complaint from that race. Not one. It was rad.
That is super rad. So I assume I know that Mayfield did a little bit of winning. What all
Yes, he
classes
did.
did they have for that event?
They had all your normal classes, sportsman, or I think it was just sportsman and open for all your normal classes, and then 40 plus.
Okay.
Yeah, it was cool, dude.
And
everybody got a lot of run time at the same time. A lot of run time and not a lot of time. So that was rad.
That is rad. The whole content. Like I said, I dig it. I think it's awesome. So if they had all those classes, were there any standouts? I mean, not like Mayfield won e-buggy and nitro buggy. What were the other standouts?
Well, Camden was very close in the heat race. I mean, the whole time Camden was really close. A lot. Walker was pretty close. He was up there a lot. I mean, Barry Baker shredded freaking 40 plus, Walker did better in electric, I believe, which, we know he shreds in electric. Who else was shredding? I think Paul Thacker, sportsman driver, the old snowboarder dude.
Yeah.
He did very well in all of his classes. Like he came home with something in every one of his classes. Jimmy Fishback's dad won electric truck. So that was pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and that's as far as I remember for all of that. I mean, Dylan Peterson won. No, did he win? I don't remember.
Not said Dylan
Can't remember.
Peterson.
Yeah, Dylan. I know he was there. I was pitting right next to him. But but I know that he did good in truck. I believe we did a racecraft sweep in truck with Tyler, Travis Horne, and Dylan Peterson. I believe that he won second.
Yeah, nice.
Travis won truck. Dylan got second. Yeah. So I do pretty bad with results,
Yeah,
but
it's okay.
Anyway, I mean, it was just fun. Everybody had a blast. The raffle prizes were sick, and like I said, getting done at 4:30, we all went out to dinner every night. Had plenty of time to hang out afterwards, and there was a car show going on Saturday night after the racing. So right on the drag strip, right outside the track, there was like a Rice Rocket / Mopar car show where they were doing like flame contests. Like these cars apparently just set themselves up to like shoot 4-foot flames out the back. So they were doing that. And man, it was just a blast. Went out to dinner with Mayfield and Cam and Walker to tacos one night at the taco truck spot. It was cool, man. Kept it pretty mellow.
Ooh, I love the taco truck, man. Sweet. Well,
that's about it. That's all I had to say about that.
That is sick. I did see somebody wanted to in our chat over here asking about the Philippine Masters results. I figure why not just go over those real quick, because that happened. Had a couple Americans all the way down there at the Philippines, and they fared out pretty well. But the world champion, two-time world champion, took the Philippine Masters, won it by looks like about 22 seconds.
That's pretty decent.
Yeah, but I mean, he is world champion two-time.
And Ryan Pavitas came in second. Nitro buggy
pulling in that second spot, followed by Atsuchihara, who is on the S-Works. The next three drivers are all S-Works guys. Christian Wolhuter, I don't know how to say that name. Jorn Nerman in the fourth, Christian in the fifth. Then you had Alex Bernigzik, and then Lutz coming in that seventh spot. So I'm going to stop there because names get a little bit harder to say. That's Nitro Buggy. And when it came to Truggy, An S-Works truck 1, Playman Petrov, Jackson Beal and a Techno in second, and HB Shane O'Connor third. 2 more S-Works, actually 3 more S-Works in a row after that. I don't know if Ryan, doesn't look like Ryan Lutz ran truck. Junior final won by Yujin Jiang. Electric buggy won by David Ongaro. Jorn Nerman second, Alex Bernadzik in third, Tucci Hart fourth, Ryan Lutz in fifth, Vavita sixth, and 45 plus nitro buggy won by Edward Seo and second Ben Panic. There's some names in there that a lot of us will probably, that are really into RC and been around a little while would recognize. But what's really cool about the Philippine Masters, Scotty tells me about it all the time. It's like one of the best races of the year to go to. Just everyone's so friendly. They have a great time. It's a great city to play in. And the track is always amazing. So definitely one of those bucket list races for me personally. I'd like to get down there. Maybe being I'm be 44 this year. Maybe I'll go when I'm 45 so I have a chance to
there
run
you go.
45 plus. Give me something to shoot for down there.
And that track did look amazing. It looked like a storybook postcard track for sure, with that oiled track, that black with the green contrast going around it. I mean, it looked beautiful. Even though Lutz probably didn't do as good as he wanted to, he did put out some pretty cool onboard footage. So kudos to Lutz for always getting that cool content.
Sweet.
So what's next?
What's next is we're going to talk about the Roar.
That little race you had at your place?
The little race. It's a Roar National Championship at Beach Hobbies. And there's a lot to talk about, but I don't know if we should do it without a fresh beer and then bringing in our special guest. So let me grab a fresh beer.
Awesome. Sounds good. I'm going to hang out and say that I didn't watch much of the Roar Nats because I was racing at the Wally race, but we did have it on the TV, and we did catch one of the two-wheel drive mains. I don't remember who finished what, but I remember it was on the TV for a little bit.
Well, that's mighty nice of you.
Yeah.
All right.
Got to see people ringing that bell. I liked how on the TV screen you had like the bell count.
Yeah. I'm glad that they put that up there.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yeah, so we had the 1/10 electric off-road Roar Nats at Beach Hobbies this last weekend. And I want to preface this by saying, you know what? Stop. Let me just bring in the man of the hour. You ready? Is everybody ready for this? Hope you guys are.
Sound the horn.
Oh, that's a little cliche. Here we go.
A little bit.
Ring a ding.
What's up, dude?
What's up?
What's happening, man?
Can you guys hear me? Is this working?
We can hear you.
Yeah, kind of.
Nice. Kind of. Do I sound like I'm in a fishbowl?
A little bit.
Little bit.
Little bowly.
Yeah, whatever.
It'll do for this show. It's good enough for a show this size, you know?
Yeah, the old AirPod audio is only so good. Truckman, nice. Awesome. I'll take it.
The Truckman this weekend.
Anyway, Aydin Horne, the Horn, is live. Yes.
I've surpassed Al as the Horn. Nice.
Yes. Yes.
So
right. I was going to get in to start talking about the Nats. We just got done talking about Wally's RC Supercross, a little bit of Philippine Masters results. And then you were getting in. So I didn't want to talk about the Roar Nats without having you on because there's probably stuff that you can add to it. So I just wanted to start off by saying that when we set out to do this race, our main goal was to, one, not lose money, two, not have a skid mark that most Roar Nationals have, like to have like a skid mark free event, and three, provide a fun atmosphere. And all three of those, in my opinion, I would love to know your opinion on this, were pretty much happened. Like everything went well. Like there was no skid marks. Looked like everyone was having a pretty good time, with exception of a couple people, and we didn't lose money. So I mean, I can say that. as a track. That's one thing that a lot of people, a lot of tracks around the country are worried about holding a Roar event is not making any money. So what do you think? What did you think everything went well? I mean, I read your post and it sounds like you did. Obviously, you won your first national championship. Congratulations, by the way.
Thanks. Yeah, I thought the track was dialed. You guys did an awesome job. The only skid mark that I can really think of is there was some with the stock guys, there was some new rule that they were trying to enforce that wasn't in the rule book, and like none of the motors passed tech initially. And then that was like some big panic for the stock guys. And then they ended up just throwing it out the window because the rule wasn't actually posted or something like that. And they were trying to enforce it. But that was the only thing that I heard of that was kind of like, I guess what you'd call a skid mark. But I mean, I'm a mod guy, so it didn't affect me at all. So,
Right. Yeah, and we nipped that in the
yeah.
bud early when we found out what was going on. I think that there was a miscue in communication within Roar because it is something they're working on. That specific rule you're speaking of, the 1% rule, they're trying to remove that rule because everything is now incubated when it comes to the motors, and it's not needed if the numbers are supposed to be the numbers. So, being that that rule was not written, and Clayton being the guy that's really trying to take away the drama and make sure that everything is fun and fair for everybody. That was nipped in the bud with plenty of time. However, I will tell you, if I don't remember how many motors were wrong, but very few of them were legal after the 1% rule was given back. So it wasn't that those rules were affecting all the motors. I know why they were panicking, but the 1% did not help a lot of those motors, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Can you guys fill everybody in, including myself that wasn't there, what this rule is? Was it a 1% tolerance or something like that in the rule, or what happened? What's this rule?
Yeah, the rule's been around for a long time. It's a 1% allowance in resistance in the stator, and it has to be at a certain. The reason why is because of humidity and temperature and everything else. Roar now uses a incubator at all the events, so the motors are at the same temperature and everything all the time when they test them. I thought tech went really, really good. You used to have to like bring them up, have them completely tore down, then they tech them, and then you put them back together and seal them. Now they're just testing them, built, putting a seal on it. I mean, it's still up to you to have a legal motor, but the resistance has to be correct. And then when they tear them all the way down after you win a round or something like that, then they get sealed back. And but for the people that didn't know, that 1% is they give you a 1% on your resistance if it's out of tolerance of the number it's supposed to be, under the number it's supposed to be. And they want to get rid of that because they're doing away with the the word I'm looking for. They're making everything so controlled with the incubators that you don't even need a 1% rule anymore. It just wasn't conveyed to the motor manufacturers, and because of that, and it's not a written rule, it was gone. So it could have been a very big skid mark, especially if all those motors were legal, and they weren't legal because of that. However, most of them still weren't legal, so didn't really matter.
Yeah, obviously it doesn't affect me. The only reason I even knew about it is because I was pitting next to Doug Riviere, and I'm sure you could imagine when he tried to initially tech his motors, it was just an absolute panic, just meltdown right next to me.
Dude,
Oh,
Kai Goff came up to me and he's like, or no, Ryan Harris, he's like, I might have to go into the hobby shop and buy a motor. I don't have any left. It's like, and at that point I kind of was like, well, what's going on? And I was talking to Matty G, and Matty G told me, and then AJ told me. And then when I talked to Clayton's like, oh, that's not supposed to be in effect right now. It was just an internal conversation. So it didn't get conveyed properly, and it was fixed. So yeah, it definitely could have been bad, but I wasn't going to allow anything like that to happen, not under my watch. And I don't think Clayton would either. Clayton is all about making sure that these events are fun, fair, and drama free. So
yeah. Other than that, though, I thought it was all pretty dialed. The layout was super dialed, good for racing. Yeah, I think
So
you guys did good.
First impression, Aiden, you walk through the doors, you smell that sweet South Carolina clay. You look at the layout. What's the first thing you thought? Were you like, I'm going to slay this thing? Or
I mean, to be completely honest with you, I didn't even look at the layout until I was on the stand for my first practice. Like, I didn't even know
Perfect.
what it looked like or anything. Like, I try not to overthink too much or anything like that. Like, the track's there. Whether I even want to or not, I'm not going to change anything on the track. So I just went straight to my pit and got my cars ready, didn't look at the track. And then when I was ready to go run, I went up on the stand. I was like, all right, what way does this go? And then I just started going. But no, dude, first couple laps were dialed. It was, what's funny is my first session, I did a couple laps and I was like greasing that back hip without even like thinking about it in the back left corner. And I was like, oh, that's cool. This thing just pops you up nice and easy. And then the next couple runs I did, I was crashing on it like every lap. I was like, okay, this jump's actually pretty hard.
I don't like that thing.
That was the make or break jump.
Yeah, I was thinking to myself at some point, I was like, man, maybe this jump is just so hard that these guys just won't even do it. And then I don't even have to worry about it. We can just jump up on nice and pathetic all weekend. And
oh, thanks. Good. Appreciate you.
And then
nice and pathetic old man right here.
Yeah.
And then I watch I think Tom Rennernick do a practice and he's just like every lap and I'm like, dang it, dude.
Right now everybody's got to do it.
Yeah, so I spent the next 10 sessions trying to figure that out, but I don't think anyone ever really figured it out. We were still making mistakes on that all weekend long, but that's good. That to have a technical section like that to determine a national champion is good. Like I remember the 2021 Nats at Mimi's, like the easiest layout ever, and you had guys that were just the whole top 10 of the mod class was just running 99% every run. So it was like, this is terrible. Like we could do this layout with our eyes closed. Like this shouldn't be a national championship layout. So I think you guys did a really good job. And another thing that I liked was all the doubles had like different peaks. So they required all different like throttle. So they weren't just like copy paste doubles. So it was another thing that just kind of kept you on your toes the whole time. And then really the only problems that I personally had in practice was, dude, I don't know what it was. My depth perception is just that bad or what, but I would especially the first couple packs, I would go to jump that double coming out on the front straight and it would look like my car was like nowhere close to hitting the fence and then it would just smash the fence. I'm like, dude, I swear I'm so far away from this thing and I'm just teeing it up in the dead center of it. Like I must have hit that fence so many times with my two wheel in practice. The front end of my car looks like it got put through a wood chipper. I hit it so many times.
Beaver was chewing on it.
So I can't believe it though. It never broke on the fence. Like I saw these cars, these guys were all jumping into it and just like shearing front arms off and stuff.
Bro.
It never once broke on the fence.
And like, people that were trying to avoid the fence would over jump it and hit the wall and take the whole left front off their cars, man. Or
I did that once.
You did do that once?
Well, and it wasn't because I was trying to avoid the fence. So I was in like one of the first practice sessions when the track was like at its all-time loosest of the weekend.
But so still had a shit ton of grip though, didn't it? Like as soon as you set your car down, it was mega grip.
So the first probably 2 runs, it was pretty loose for me. I'm just like brand new S3s on the greener track. So it was pretty loose. And then my third run, I had like a lot of traction and I wasn't really expecting it. So my first 2 runs, I was like feathering the throttle and wheel spinning up the faces of the doubles and stuff. So I did my first lap with my third grip, with my third pack, and I had like a lot of traction. So I wasn't expecting it to really grip up. So I went to just like goose it to get over that double and expecting some wheel spin. And the tires just grabbed and just shot straight into the wall and just absolutely smashed the car on the brick wall. I was like, nice, dude. Like, that's perfect.
I'm pretty sure that Ryan Caudle broke every single time until like main day that he was on the track in that section.
So is
Yeah.
there from your perspective, is there like another solution to a fence with a bell on it? Because not only you break your car, everybody knows you did. Do you think there would be another way to pull that off without having people cutting the track or things like that?
I
Because that's
mean-
what it was for, right?
Yeah.
I thought that the pool noodle was like a really good idea, and then it just got destroyed.
Yeah.
So you
I
had to
was
pull
like-
noodle up first?
Well, on the fence. We ended up putting it on
Okay.
the fence to try to stop from breaking cars. But you know, somebody came up to Lucas and said, "Please, can you move that fence in like 1 foot?" And he said, "Then you're just going to hit it 1 foot further in." Because that's what you guys as racers, that's all of us as racers. If you have the ability to do it, you're going to cheat every turn you can cheat. That is what you're trained to do.
Matty G
So-
just texted me, build a wall.
But I
Turkey.
will tell you that just going back to why Clayton, just to show you how committed Clayton is to fun and lightening the mood in these national style atmospheres. Clayton was the one that next day the big bell in on Thursday night to be there for Friday, because it was so needed. It was so needed for that to be just so much better.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, as far as the fence goes, it's like you really shouldn't be cutting the track anyways. So whether the fence is there or not, you really, your car shouldn't be there. So put up a fence. Yeah, saw everyone's car. Sell some parts in the hobby shop. Perfect. More money.
The problem is the problem is certain brands right now you can't get parts for. We weren't trying to make people not able to race. That wasn't the concept of the fence. It was to stop people from cutting the corner or the marshal safety. The marshal safety is the actual reason for the fence. If you would have left that, people like Tater and Brock Champlin and people that might get mad when they have a bad run or something, they're going to send it. And that single person that's sitting right there at the end of that fence is at danger of taking one to the dome. And I ain't having that. Not on my track. So don't hit the fence. I mean, it's pretty simple.
Yeah, Brent Jackson says RC needs more cowbell.
100%, Brent.
Needs more cowbell. Yeah, I mean, on one end, basically, if you're not the guy that hit it, then it's funny. But if you are the guy that hit it, and most of these guys, let's be honest, it's the Nationals. They care. It's pretty serious, like, to them. If they hit a fence during their run, they're already pissed off. Now the whole building's laughing at them because the cowbell rang.
Yes.
So that is like the downfall of the cowbell. I know my brother was like so pissed in his 4-wheel B main because he was doing okay. He was like running fourth in the B for 4-wheel. And I don't know if you saw this, but it's the funniest thing I
did.
saw all week. He hit the fence and the car was stuck. Patrick
Yep.
couldn't. The
They had
Oh, no.
to pull it
couldn't get
off, dude.
Couldn't get it off. And the whole building
It was
is
stuck like straight in, dude. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
the sickest stuck.
So the whole
So-
building is like laughing at him, and he's like pissed because it was his main event and it's the national. He wanted to do good. So yeah, you can
Yeah.
definitely have both sides, but it
So
is
how
what it
about
is.
build it into the layout to where there's no jumps where you can possibly cut corners and things like that where you don't have fences.
Nah, it's almost impossible for 10 scale.
Yeah, I mean the features like that though are so sick. Like just whipping the corner double, like it's fun to do. It's cool to watch. If you were gonna make it like so like basic to where there was no corners to cut, then it would be overall less entertaining for spectators, and there'd be, I mean, stuff like that is good passing spots too. Like someone jumps wide, guy behind him lands nice and tight. It's
Yes.
difficult. It's difficult to hit the mark on the landers for corner doubles like that. So it opens up opportunity for racing as well. So
Cool. Well, I totally agree with that side of it. For sure. Just for
It's
sake of
unfortunate.
conversation.
It's unfortunate, and I agree with, like, I can see why people were upset, and I've seen comments, already about it, and it doesn't, like, I don't let that kind of stuff bother or affect me, because fortunately for me, I have zero fucks to give when it comes to that stuff. But I feel for people that, a stroke of bad luck happens and maybe it's 1 out of 16 laps they hit it and it ruins the race. I feel for them, but everyone has this exact same feature to work with, and you don't have to get so close. And I understand the depth perception. You said it because somebody else told me that too. Like, you think that you're far away from it and then you just end up hitting it. But I hit it like 3 times. Now, granted, I'm going a third of the speed of you guys, and I hit it 3 or 4 times the whole weekend. I stayed away from that sumbitch. I saw cars getting sawed up, like I did not want a piece of it. So, it scared me enough to stay away. But I understand at the level that you guys are racing at the top level, you have to be almost like I remember watching the main event and all the main classes of the pros, and I'd be in that corner, and sometimes you guys would get within an inch of it, and it would just be like breathtaking how close
like
you
that
got.
was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about like a mesh catch net rather than something that would rip the
Then they're
front end
getting
off a car?
stuck in it, and I mean, we've
All right.
used
Yeah.
that.
Okay. How about
We've used
how
that
about like a
plastic net before, like the stuff they put on the side of roads. We've used
how
a lot
about
of
a
things.
goalpost that's only as wide as a car? So if they do want to try and shoot it, they're like going through a goalpost.
Either way, they're breaking something.
Dumb idea. Sorry.
Yeah, they're breaking
But
something.
that'd be
regardless.
pretty cool.
Yeah, breaking. So,
anywho, moving on. You want to do so you had a great time, got a championship. You want to go over results?
Yeah.
Results. I mean, definitely the best I've ever done at the Nationals by far. I think I've only ever even been on one 10 scale national podium at SDRC. I think I got third in 4-wheel or something. So that was definitely cool to be battling like that for the wins. Kind of a first for me. As I had good pace all week. I think I top seeded all the classes and then TQ'd 2, and then was second in 2-wheel. I definitely thought that the classes, like the comfortability for me kind of fluctuated. Like in seating, I was like, oh, I definitely have the best chance to win 4-wheel. And then in qualifying, I was like, oh, I definitely have the best chance to win truck. And then in the mains, I was like, oh, I feel the best with my 2-wheel for sure. And then it's just kind of crazy how that kind of worked out. But at the end of the day, it was pretty much me and Spencer just battling for all the wins. And yeah, he definitely showed up to play. That's why he's a 11-time national champion. And
Well, I did see. I don't know what
yeah.
classes that you did TQ, but I saw your pictures, and it looked like you TQ 2 classes. So you were definitely in the hunt.
Yeah, the 4-wheel and the truck, I got the TQ, and I was second in 2-wheel. And then the mains, me and Spencer were kind of just going at it in all 3 classes for sure. It was fun. He's gnarly, man. You got to be perfect if you want to beat him. Pretty much, I started behind him, and I definitely thought I had him in 2-wheel, to be honest. Like, I thought I had him, especially after winning A1. And then I kind of felt like I was all over him in A2 and A3, but he just never really put a foot wrong.
Yeah, never broke. Like,
actually, towards the end
focus.
of A2 was kind of my big opportunity. And I went to the inside, and I thought I had to pass complete. And then, like, on my way by, I like ran over his front tire, and it like launched my car a little bit into the wall. And I feel like that was kind of like, if this pass sticks, then I'll probably win. But if it doesn't, then the chances are a lot slimmer, So, and it ended up just missing it by like it would have been nice to be like an inch behind where I was. That way we could have kind of just bumped wheels instead of me kicking up like that. But
I went up to you at one point and I said, I got you in all the pools.
Yeah.
I wasn't in any pools, but I would have taken you in all the pools this weekend. The way, number one, those S3 Proline tires that you were on had an advantage. Like the corner speed that you could carry, nobody else could do. I mean, It was insane the amount of corner speed that you carried. And then you were driving so good, man. Like you wouldn't have thought you had never won a national championship. You would have thought like you'd been there, and that's just what you've done. Like and we all know. I mean, you've been running up front at these big races the last couple years. Your time is now. You're starting to show up. Finishing the job is always the hardest part, and the fact that you got to do one, you got one this weekend was just awesome to watch. Now that your dad was telling me, it's like now everyone in the family has a piston cup.
Piston cup. Yeah, I'm glad I'm glad that Nathan Gross just has the whole industry calling them piston cups now. From Lightning McQueen.
Nice. One thing that Chase said about the Wally race that we haven't discussed about the Roar race with 200, it was like 204 entries, I want to say, is what the entry count was. We were out of there at 4:30 or 5 o'clock every night. And that type of schedule on time, you knew exactly when you were practicing, right when you were qualifying, when your mains were. It's not often you get to go to an event that is run on the time exactly as it says on the sheet every time. It was very well ran by the race director. Live RC was there. They could plan all their spots, all their hits based on the time schedule. So, what did you guys do at night when you left early like that, 5:30, 6 o'clock? Because we kicked everybody out at closing times, because why stick around for another 2 or 3 hours when you guys could be in Myrtle Beach doing some fun stuff?
Well, I mean, you're not gonna like my answer. We were locked in trying to get a good result. So I was in bed at like 9 o'clock every night.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I want to do well, and I think that's part of it. So no partying, just go to bed. I don't even you know what? We're not gonna talk about it. Never mind. But yeah, no, I try to get a lot of sleep and be as mentally sharp as I can at these races, because I do think that it all kind of makes a little bit of a difference. I try to drink a lot of water. I try not to eat like super terrible, but yeah, we're kind of boring. We went and had a nice dinner and then went back to the house and cut it up for a little bit in like the living room, and I was in bed by like 9 o'clock every night.
Where'd you guys eat?
The favorite spot is actually Art Burger for us.
Yeah, that's
a place.
Spencer, after he went there a few years ago, it's like now it's like joint.
Yeah, we get this. We pretty much go there and order the Scream.
Oh my God.
Pretty
Sorry.
insane. It's like
Matty G keeps sending me texts that are not appropriate.
Yeah, he told me something not appropriate at the track the other day. And I wanted to bring it up, but the problem is it's not appropriate, number one. Number two, I don't remember it verbatim, so it would suck if I fuck it up. You know what I mean? So not only is it not good, but if I said it wrong, then it's even worse.
You would hate to be not appropriate on Wheel and Trigger and then have your video not get published.
Right?
I think what Aiden is referring to is
when they called in.
Aiden has the only unpublished sit down Wheel and Trigger episode in the history of our podcast.
I'm gonna have to come try again at Masters.
We'll give you a second shot, but there's no third time. You don't get a third shot.
Would you say, Aiden, after Masters, these guys totally redeemed themselves with a high caliber layout there?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, not to shit on the Masters layout. I understand that you want it to be gnarly and hard, but just the racing at Masters was just so difficult because we were really just struggling to even get around the track, to be honest, where we could kind of attack this track and be more consistent and actually focus on battling each other, let alone just trying to make laps. But yeah, I mean, I get it. It's difficult to hit the nail on the head every time. And I know you put a lot of pressure on yourself to deliver a banger layout. So I'm
think
sure you
we
do
lack
everything you can.
we lacked some downsides in that layout. The last one, I think that would have helped a lot. However, the racing was pretty actually good with the multiple lines. It was not consistent for you guys to have your consistency at that 98, 99%. It was hard enough to where you were racing the track while racing racers. So I understand what you're saying. It wasn't great. I mean, it wasn't the best we've ever had, but it wasn't. I I don't think it was given the credit for how racy it was in the mains because
The
you could.
thing about that though is with a layout that's so difficult to just go off the tone and get laps under your belt without wrecking, to have a layout that difficult and then it be single mains is like so gnarly
Yeah,
because
you got to be on
you
your
could
shit.
you could it's like
Or be
so
real
easily
lucky.
yeah, you could so easily just have your whole weekend go south off in the first 10 seconds. It's like, oh,
Yeah, that's true.
but
No, I've taken all the feedback. So has Lucas. I think in the grand scheme of things, that we learned a lot. This layout's indicative of it, and we had one not really liked layout out of the last 10 masters that we had.
yeah,
That's
I
that's
mean,
still a pretty good success.
you guys are pretty dialed when it
That
comes to that.
layout looked
Yeah,
awesome for this race. Like
this
insanely
layout
awesome.
this layout is one of
Beautiful.
my favorites that you guys have had. Um, I think my all-time favorite layout that you guys have had was the 2021 Masters of Dirt was pretty dialed, and there was one year that you had like a big Talladega turn coming up
That was
front.
that was not this past year, but the year before.
That was dialed too.
Was
Yeah,
that the
that was
layout I
awesome.
got to drive at the
Yeah.
holiday jingle jam? Yeah, that layout was
Yeah.
fun. That big
Yeah.
old turn in the back right. It was awesome.
Yeah, but yeah, this layout was one of my favorites that you guys have had too. So I'd say yeah, pretty solid for sure.
That's awesome. I appreciate that. All right, let's talk a little bit about some results about all the classes here. We'll start with Chuck because we got the man on the show right now. Aydin Horne pulls it off, followed by Rifkin. Renderneck gets on that podium, which was pretty rad. Cavallari in a truck that I don't even know what kind of truck he runs, if it's a Schumacher or not. Champlin in that fifth spot. So that's your top 5 in truck. The trucks look like they got around pretty good. Like they look like they were a little bit more steady on that layout, the way that they jumped those corner jumps and whatnot.
Well, the class is just developing a lot with obviously the smaller tires, the lowered bodies, and the lowered shock towers, and we're running them. We used to run truck at like 26 ride height. Now we're running them at like 22. So overall, the truck car itself is being developed a lot. Like it's come a long way in the past year or so, I would say. So I think that definitely has something to do with it. The biggest thing is the smaller tires. I don't know. I don't know if you guys have really done a lot of running with truck with the big versus small tires, but it's a pretty huge difference with the low profile J-Con tire. And I just cut mine because Proline doesn't make a small tire now, but I cut 30 millimeters out of it, so it's a pretty big difference for
That's
sure.
what you were saying. Like that you showed me that, and you were telling me how you did it, and I was looking at your tires. It's incredible that you're. I mean, for anybody that's watching, I know if you race 10 scale, you know how wide a 30 millimeter fan is. Imagine cutting that much out of your tire and gluing it back together at the seam because it's that much bigger than your competition. So, kudos to you. How many of those did you do?
I made 2 sets, and
2 sets.
each set of stadium truck tires takes me like 2 hours to make. It's horrible. So our truck, the Proline Bald Eagle truck tire, it has a 2-step bead. So you also have to cut off the first step of the bead because that also makes it smaller on there. So you cut off the first step of the bead, and then I pretty much get my calipers out and mic out 30 mil. And then there's so much mold release on the outside that I can just get the pointy spikes and then just slash it. And then the lines are there, and then I can just cut on the lines and cut it back together, but it's not very easy.
Well, if
Hashtag.
anybody from Proline is watching, it's time.
Hashtag tech tip right there for
Yeah.
anybody. And then I know because of this, you have to use a different foam. You don't have to say what you use, but the fact of the matter is that's a lot of work, but that's what it takes when you're searching for that kind of grip, when you're searching for that kind of stability. So kudos to you, because you got to go that I've seen people do it in A scale. I've seen people do it in all the, people are cutting tires up, trying new things all the time. But at the nationals, we're not even, obviously you've probably tested this, but we're not testing tires. Like, you are cutting tires, a strip of it out, throwing it away, brand new tire, and gluing it back together.
Yeah.
Just there's got to be
gnarly,
a better
man.
way.
That is so
Well,
gnarly.
the gnarliest part about all of it is the bead that you're left with after cutting half of it off is like not even as big as like the tip of this wrench. It's like you're working with such a tiny bead. So it's like kind of scary. You gotta like just fill it up and hope that it just sets perfect, or else it's just gonna blow apart.
Right? Yeah. You're like literally
So-
welding two together like that. And
Yeah, it's like you have to be kind of a surgeon to make some tires for your
Yeah.
stadium truck.
So are
I
you
was
like
talking to-
dremeling? Because there's got to be some coming out on the actual tread part. Are you dremeling all that glue down too to make it as smooth as possible?
No, at least we have some pretty dialed glue tips here, so I can be pretty precise with where the glue goes and not overdo it. So that I'm kind of a surgeon,
You see that,
but-
Chase? I saw kind of a
Aging
little bit of
Dr. Horne.
a little bit of a Harry Potter like wand movement he just had right there.
So yeah, it
Yeah.
takes like a good 2 hours to make a set of truck tires. It's
So
definitely my favorite thing to do.
If somebody hits you up, if you could do a set for them, is that a yes or a no?
Well, it depends, on some things. Is there
How
a
much
gun
is
at my head? I'll
is it, how
think
much
about
does
it.
how much do you charge
Yeah.
by the hour? Because if they take 2 hours, I need to know what it costs to make a set of Proline truck tires.
Yeah, and then you gotta deal with quality issues. What if they blow off the rim at first run? Then is that
Then
my
it's on you.
problem? Is
Yeah.
that my problem?
Yeah, it's 100% on you.
What's
There's
the
a lot of
refund policy on these models?
Yeah, there's some stakes. There's some stakes to this.
Hey, the world champion Tater Tot said that he just pulled out tires from Masters and used those.
Yeah, he's got quite the attitude with mod truck these days. he's telling me, he's like, TLR pulled contingency for my truck, so I'm done trying. He's like, I'm not even gonna run.
Well, fuck, if they would just make a damn truck so he could run one and give him contingency for it, I'm sure he'd be excited about it.
Well, I guess that's why they didn't run truck at Desert Classic, because I guess they don't even get rewarded when they do well with the class anymore.
Well,
So-
at Masters, you have to run truck or you're fucked. So get your trucks
Yeah.
ready, boys.
Sell it.
Sell
It's kind of crazy that Losi's not making a truck anymore. I don't
everything
really
about
understand.
TLR right
Yeah.
now is crazy. All right,
Yes.
let's
I'm gonna have to take a minute to use the restroom if that's possible.
Sure.
That
We'll
probably won't take a
entertain you.
minute. All right,
Go
you
right
guys
ahead.
keep them busy there.
Yeah, we're gonna talk results.
Yeah, we're gonna cut it up in here.
All right, so we are, because here in about 10 minutes, we're gonna go live to the people, Aiden, and you get to interact specifically with this Wheel and Trigger Peanut Gallery, and they seem a little fired up. I think they're gonna love talking with you.
What are we
So,
fired up about?
Well, I mean, Chris Van Air says, "What up, big truck guy?"
Oh, that's my
All
boy
right.
right there.
Yeah, Van Air's the man. Barry Baker's in the house.
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
think he likes me very much.
Well, he's talking shit about me too. Because he's talking shit about the layout. People only like the layouts they went on. It's basically
Well,
what he's saying.
I also lost on that layout twice, so I still
Yeah,
like
so suck it, Barry.
it.
All right, so we're gonna go into 4-wheel drive mod. Speaking of losing, Spencer Rifkin. I mean, we watched him at Masters. The dude come from the G main to win the whole fucking night. But he was very quick. I think he started. Did he TQ? You TQ'd 4-wheel, right?
Yeah.
So he started second. The big story in 4-wheel for me was the fact that Dakota didn't even make the main. That was pretty surprising. And Davey Bada. I mean, Davey has been on fire this year. But Spencer taking the win, Aiden, yourself in that second spot, the Tot finishing in that third, Brock Champlin fourth, and Chase Lemieux rounding out the top five. Pretty different top five right there. I mean, I guess in the bottom three. When I say bottom three, I mean 3, 4, 5. 4-wheel drive seemed like you just couldn't use it. You just couldn't use it because there was so much traction. You guys were on 2 wheels a lot of times. Just seemed like it was very, very edgy all the time.
I mean, I know a lot of people struggle with that, but my 4-wheel was honestly like a freaking space shuttle out there. Like I thought that thing was good to drive. I kind of was driving it pretty hard, and it was just taking it. Yeah, I didn't really have much complaints with the 4-wheel drive. You definitely didn't need a lot of power on this layout. Like there was no jumps you needed to try to make or anything like that. So it's easy to overpower them. So that could be a thing there. But yeah, I thought the cars were handling good.
One of the best quotes of the weekend on the live RC interviews. Pressure makes diamonds, and I love pressure.
Yeah.
What a great quote. Did you read that somewhere, or is that a Aydin Horne special?
I can't take credit for that. Have you guys have either of you guys heard of the guy going around the internet, right? He's like blowing up right now. His name is Sketch. He's like some streamer, total nerd. He's blowing up on the internet. He does that. It's just some guy. He's like I don't know if he's like living in his parents' basement or something, but there's basically this clip that blew up of him. He's playing Madden with his buddy, and he goes, "Oh, pressure's on, Sketch. What are you gonna do?" He goes, "Pressure makes diamonds, and I love the pressure." So I wasn't even gonna rip it out, but the guy with the headset pretty much just teed it up for me, so I kind of had to.
Nice.
Well,
It
shout out
seems
to
like
Sketch.
every race you have definitely some kind of standout quote or saying or something that's going on. I remember I don't remember what race it was, but I saw an interview and so you were doing guy's a dog, some of the dog.
Yeah.
Something like
that was last year's Fuel Nationals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brent,
your
Tucky,
interviews are
wake
always
up, 5 a.m., 80 miles on the bike, dog.
One of the best interviews I ever seen you in was when we sat down with the guys in Spain a couple years ago, dude. That was hilarious. Everything you said, I couldn't stop just crying, laughing.
Yeah, that was
you're always
one of
a good
my.
interview.
I was definitely in a flow state in that interview.
You were. I don't know who was lower, you or CFT, but between the two of you, you guys. I mean, CFT was in the hospital, and you're still kind of making fun of CFT because he beat you, and he wasn't even there. I mean, your interview was hilarious.
Yeah, it was. If you could be one person in the RC industry, who would you be and why? And I said, Tom Robin. Have you seen his girlfriend?
Of his girlfriend. Oh, it was so good.
nice.
Good looking lady there.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna move on to 2-wheel drive modified buggy. Spencer Rifkin doubling up with the buggies, taking the 2-wheel and 4-wheel. Aiden finishing second. Dakota Finn coming home in that third spot. Brock Champlin fourth and Tater in fifth. Brock Champlin in the top 5 in all 5 or all 3 classes. For a guy who hates that track so much, he does pretty damn good there.
I'm sensing some animosity towards Brock Champlin here.
Well, my animosity is the dude never has anything positive to say when he's there.
I just hit a soft spot.
And no, honestly, I don't give a shit. But it's just like, if you don't like it, then don't come. I mean, you have a choice. That's the way I see it. So, and if you don't like coming here, just shut the fuck up and race.
It's kind of
It's pretty
crazy to
simple.
think. It's kind of crazy to think about Brock. In the past 2 events, he's experienced the 2 most unlucky things that I've ever seen
Yeah.
in main events. between some retard with orange cars coming in from another lane at the carpet race and dive bombing his car while he's leading,
Yep.
and then making a pass for the lead and truck at the Nationals and running into a bucket on the track.
that might have been one of the funniest and worst luck situations I've ever seen, because when he came out he came off the track and I saw him slam his truck down. He said, "I got taken out by a fucking bucket."
Dude, he did. He did. There's just a Lowe's bucket sitting in the middle of the track.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that there was anything that could have been done about it, but that's just bad luck and maybe a little bit of bad karma. I don't know. Maybe he had something to bitch about right there. But what's crazy is like he has good results at our track. Like his cars work good there, but he still has this desire to never be happy, to the point of like cussing about the track or cussing about the place or whatever. And it's just like, bro, just fucking race. Just race. You know, you do a whole lot better if you stop complaining and just race. I mean, I went up to Stakowicz when he was coming down this motherfucker quit. Stakowicz got so mad, he packed his shit up and quit and went home on Friday.
Are you serious?
Swear to God. Motherfucker packed up and quit. Maybe it was Saturday,
Why?
but he went home. I don't know. But he was real mad about the track, the layout, whatever. And I watched him walk down, coming down the stairs at one point, and he was just all mad. And I looked at him and I said, "Why are you always so mad?" And he just kind of looked at me, kind of turned his head like my dog does when I look at her. You know, she's kind of like, "Oh, Dad." And Stakowicz just turned his head and fucking walked off. Never saw him again the whole weekend.
I mean, I knew he was having a tough time in practice because I was waiting in line and he came, like he finished a practice session and he just goes, "I can't wait till Monday." And I'm like, "It's Wednesday." What?
Yeah,
So-
only an RC racer could say they can't wait till Monday, man. I hate Mondays, dude. I'd way rather be at the track.
It's like that when people talk about golf, they say, "Man, I can't wait to go golf." And then they hit their first ball and they're like, "Man, fuck golf." And
Why
then their
am I
next
here?
hit, they hit a heater from 100 yards out and get 10 foot from the pole. And they're like, "Can't wait to play next week."
Oh,
You
yeah.
know,
I mean, it's that
same.
one shot that just keeps you coming back.
It is. So regular Joe's RC is Owen Simmons, for those who don't know. And Owen Simmons must have
He
had
was the guy with the
Velcro.
bucket.
Must have had Velcro on his ass, because when he got up to marshal somebody else, the bucket stuck to his ass and landed on the track. And that is the bucket that took out Brock Champlin.
Oh no, was it a Lowe's bucket?
It was 100% a Lowe's bucket, dude.
See, Home Depot buckets don't do that.
The funniest part is the bucket said "do it right" on the bucket. So he's just not quite doing it right.
Oh
Wow.
my God. So yeah, like
you got to be sitting hard to have a bucket stick to your ass.
Bro, he was moving and shaking and totally marshaling like a champ, and then the bucket just went to the track, and poor Brock. Poor Brock.
What's your opinion on, would you say a rerunning that race would be warranted for that reason?
It was way too far into it. No, absolutely not. Because what would have happened if he would have jumped into a marshal that was out marshaling, right? It's the same thing. It's unfortunate, and maybe that prompts people to weight down the buckets with weight, or put a stake through the bottom of them, or do something like that. In my opinion, if you were to do that for that situation, you would have to do it for every time a marshal steps out in front of a car on accident trying to marshal somebody else and takes a car out. And
That's a good point.
I don't think you can. And it's just really terrible luck. I mean, that's all that is, or karma. It's one or the other. People can.
Hey, Robert, can you pull up Chris Van Reemdonk
Van Air
comment? Van.
I got it. Oh,
Van
my bad.
Ramdonk. He can pick up a coconut. Nice. That was my pick guy at the North Georgia shootout. Chris.
Nice.
And, Nathan
Are you
Rhodes.
coming?
That's coming up
To the North Georgia shootout?
Yeah.
I would love to, but unfortunately, it's
Oh, you Silver State prep.
I would have to get. Yeah, I'm going to Silver State on Saturday.
Gotcha.
Well, I hope I can get into Silver State. Brent forgot to sign us up, and it's full. So.
Oh, it's not full. It's never full.
Yeah, that's right.
It's capped at the last person to sign up Sunday.
Yeah, exactly. I could show up on Sunday morning and bump from the Z main and be fine.
I'm in.
Joey isn't turning down $100 or $200 or $400. I mean, I wouldn't.
So before we pass it up too much, I just want to say, yeah, Mason Templeman,
I haven't even gotten to. I just wanted to say
it. I didn't know if we were going to pass it up or not, but I'm just psyched for Mason.
I'm moving down the list. All right.
I know, man.
Right.
I know
his name right. Your guy.
God
Templeton.
Almighty.
Templeton.
All right. So, anyways, we're moving on. We're now at the Masters 2-wheel drive buggy, which is 40 and over. Brent Delkey getting a piston cup, followed by Greg Nicholas, Alan Horne, another Horne on a podium, Jason Blades, who, funny story about Jason Blades and me on the driver's stand in A1 of 40 plus, and yours truly, Brent Densford, taking the 5th and final top 5 spot.
All right. Round of applause, Robert. Great job, Brent.
Robert is not on. Thank you.
Gotta love that 40 plus class, man. It's been working wonders for me.
My car was actually very good and probably a top 3 contender if I drove like I could, but I didn't. So, all right, now we're moving forward to these stock classes, and we're now in the 17.5 buggy class. Okay, very competitive class, and none other than, who is it?
Mason Templeman.
Mason Templeman taking that big win, followed by Nate Sutherland. I'm going to tell you, Nate Sutherland, and then also 3rd place Hunter King, those 2 kids right there are going to be dangerous.
Yeah, Sutherland rips, and so does Hunter, for sure.
Sutherland.
Have you guys ever seen Sutherland without an AirPod in?
Never in my life.
I don't think it's that. I don't think.
Oh,
we lost him.
He gone.
Well, we'll get Aiden back, maybe.
Damn, dude.
There he is.
Yeah,
we lost you.
I don't know why. I was just sitting here.
Yeah, no one has ever seen Nate without a AirPod in. He's coming home 2nd spot. He had the speed in 13.5 and 17.5 to win it. He had some bad luck. He had some hard charging just flips. Like he had the speed for sure. Hunter King, probably the dark horse, could have won everything that he was in if he had some luck. Hunter King had a few bad runs that just probably took away big wins for him. Kyle Go in the 4th spot, and Chase Raymond coming home 5th in 17.5 2-wheel drive buggy. That was a stout. I mean, you can go all the way through freaking 15th or further back, and they're guys that could win. You would think that could win a national race. So moving on to 13.5 stadium truck. Now this one was exhibition class, which is crazy because Roar made a mistake and they ordered piston cups for all classes. Normally they don't do that for exhibition classes. So the 2 exhibition classes got some big old cups for the winners. So what's really cool about this is this man that won this race, Craig Jackson, has been racing his butt off, and he went out there and just straight dominated that race. He TQ'd and won it. Congratulations to Craig Jackson. Owen Simmons coming home 2nd, Mark Robinson 3rd, Tom Sherman in 4th, and Eric Irvin, one of the guys that comes to all of our big races, coming home in that 5th spot. So good job to all those fellas. Now here, this one is the 13.5 4-wheel drive buggy was awesome. A1 was won by Levi Raymond. Second spot, I think, was Nate Sutherland, and then Chase Raymond came home in third on the A1. In A2, Levi Raymond was going to finish the job, win his first national title. Coming around on the last double before the fence and whatnot, there was a crash car. He tried to avoid it, slides in the wall, gets all wonky. Chase Raymond gets underneath Jermaine, was in second, I'm sorry, wins it, so beats his brother, and Levi Raymond comes out off the track right in front of Jermaine. They cross the line together. A little bit of controversy there, but so now there's a 1-2 and a 1-3 between the Raymond twins. So it all came down to A3 and
Between the brothers?
Between the brothers.
Wow.
And Nate Sutherland was always in the mix. He was racing up front with those guys, kind of in first, second all the time, but he broke once, had some issues. But Levi Raymond comes out in A3 and dominates. He dominated him. And it was a Levi and Chase 1-2 for 13.5 four-wheel drive buggy for a national championship. Couldn't be more stoked for Chris and his boys. I got to meet Chris for the first time this weekend. What a class act of a family. The whole family was out there. Great kids. Their talent. Those two are going to be forces to be reckoned with if they stick with this. Very, very, very fun to watch. Jermaine Robinson, who I was very stoked on. He's a kid that I've helped sponsor and helped along the way the last couple years. Him and his dad, Mark, great people. Jermaine really surprised me. He was on fire this weekend in that 13.5 buggy. Definitely had a chance to win a national championship. Doug LaRiviere. Go ahead.
I just want to say Jermaine's a slayer in that 13.5 buggy. I seen him driving it at SDRC, and he's amazing with that thing.
Well, he's definitely wheeling it right now, that's for sure. Doug LaRiviere, last year's 13.5 champion, comes home in fourth, and Nate Sutherland, another top 5, finish in that 5th spot. Nate's going to get him a national championship soon, man. He had some bad luck this weekend, but he had cars that could do it, that's for sure.
Nate was the defending champion of that class.
Was he? Did Doug get 13 or 17.5 last year in that controversy with? Oh, I'm sorry. So that's you're right about that. It was 17.5. I was thinking that.
Yeah, Nate's got a title. He won 4-wheel last year.
That's right. You're right. Last class exhibition 13.5 2-wheel drive short course. Mind you, there was 17 in this class this year. That's a good thing. That's going to help get short course back as a national championship class next year. Also a stadium truck, 13.5 stadium truck. There was 10. It takes a full heat for the next year for it to be a national championship class. So all classes that were here this year, I believe, will be national championship classes next year. Do not quote me on that, but I believe that's the way it works. But 13.5 two-wheel drive short course had 17 trucks. I would assume that's going to be a national championship class next year because of that. Adam Riles taking the win, followed by Groot, Brennan Edwards, Patrick
Big Bird.
Rosser. Yeah, Big Bird. Patrick Rosser coming home in third. We've seen so many servos get used up this weekend. It's not even funny. Justin Sherman in fourth, and Josh Parrish coming home in that 5th spot. So that is all the results from the Nationals. I once again, I can't thank everybody enough for coming. I'm proud of how everything went, and all the racing was really, really phenomenal. So looking forward to going to the next one next year, wherever it may be. Hopefully we turn some heads and got some more tracks that want to get involved in the Roar National Series for sure.
Yeah, and an extended shout out to the Raymond family, man. That is so freaking cool.
Yeah, those are good kids too. Those kids are super shy. Like I've tried to talk to them a couple times at the races, like just like we'll banter or whatever, and they just like look at me and they're like,
once they're unlocked, they say some funny stuff though. Yeah, those are great kids. I've obviously seen them running down at STRC a lot when I was going down there a bit, and they shred.
Yeah,
they absolutely
they're
shred.
fast.
Their dad's fast
sure.
too. I race against him when I'm down there, and his dad's got skill. Their dad's got some skills too, man. So cool family. Absolutely. That's awesome.
All right, Aiden. This is the part of the show that things get wild.
I'm waiting.
Been
Are
waiting.
you ready?
Things get
Well,
fun.
I
We're
do
gonna-
have a small segment for Horn before we take live calls, if that's what you're segueing into.
I do want to segue into that, but can we run a commercial and IP and then we do the horn segment?
All right, I guess I'll try again then.
The
I'll try again
horn
so I don't have to.
All right,
Let's do it.
horn. Hold on while we drop a commercial up in this bitch.
Nice.
Quality. Precision. Passion. For servos, batteries, and fuel, go to nitroproracing.com.
I was click clacking with my flip flaps.
That was close. That was
Yeah.
close. Dude, that commercial is so intense. Could you imagine if that just played on TV? People would be like, oh my God, RC's gnarly.
All right. All right. I'm going to let you just take control and because I have no idea what this segment is.
Okay. Well, I don't have a name for it because I was trying to think of things that rhyme with horn and trying to do something witty, and I just couldn't do it. So I'm gonna tell you some Michigan fun facts. It was hard because I did this with Dakota when he was here. Thanks, Keenan. I did this with Dakota
wasn't
when
for
he was
you.
here.
That wasn't for you.
What?
You didn't win a national.
Oh, I know. I was just thanking him for watching.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay. My bad.
So it was hard to find some facts because we did play, what was it, Fender Foe, true or
Yeah.
false with Dakota. So yeah, I don't know. I didn't have anything, dude.
We did rose or
was-
blows. We did
We
rose
did
or
rose or
blows.
blows, and then
Yeah, that was good.
it was like horn or scorn. Oh, that would work perfect. But anyways, I mean, there's another.
Man.
Yeah, I blew it. But anyways, I just want to tell you,
This guy stinks.
I get one of those every show, so I'm getting one of those getting pretty used to that.
It's
I just wanted
my
to know
contract.
if you knew these facts about Michigan. So, did you know, Mr. Horn, that Michigan is the leader in cement production? Pretty exciting.
Sick, dude.
They have the world's. They're recognized as having the world's largest cement plant.
Why don't
That's
you at least
awesome.
ask him true or false?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
don't ask me and then tell me the answer.
Yeah. What
Yeah, I
the
was just
fuck's that all
playing-
about?
Discovery Channel.
I could
Here,
have
I'm
said
just
yes.
telling him.
and
I'm just
then-
telling him so he can be proud of his state. But anyways,
Oh, I am. You seen our road?
Okay.
They're flawless.
all right. So now I have to on the fly figure out how to make this a trivia game because we were obviously not set
Just
up
say
for that.
true or
So,
false.
True or false? Michigan has over 400 breweries, and Grand Rapids is nicknamed Beer City, USA.
False.
That is true.
Wait, what is
Going
true
into
then?
this, he already knows that these are all true facts.
What is
It doesn't make any sense to do this. Oh man!
Thanks, Keenan.
All right. Okay. True or false? Did Michigan have the first shopping mall built in 1959?
Nope.
Yes, they did. Believe it or not, Michigan.
Oh,
All right.
man.
Cool.
Dang it.
Yeah.
All right,
man.
come on. Hit me again. Hit me again.
You blew it. You blew it.
Come on, I'm ready.
Okay. Well, this one's not on the notes. I only had 3. If you could see that, but
I'm ready.
this one pops up. for some reason, every time I search Michigan facts, trivia, is Michigan the only state that has a post office on a boat?
Nope.
They absolutely are. Sorry, Horn. You're 4 for 4. Wrong. You win nothing.
That's fucking great.
You do not collect $200. You do not. Let's go.
Well, I didn't go to college, so what do you expect?
Well,
Yeah.
nerd.
Okay, so that's that. Go ahead.
Oh God.
Nice.
You know, a good question would have been like, how many national
state bird,
championships
I
have
don't-
the state of Michigan won? That would have been a good one, but you would have had to go back and count them all.
I don't know what this. Mike Fuller asks, "What is the state bird of Michigan?"
That's
So
a
this is
good
an
one.
unknown.
Pelican. Is that what you said?
Is it a pelican? We're gonna have to wait for Mike Fuller's confirmation here.
Chris Van Air says Robin. I don't know if that means Batman and Robin or he's talking about the bird Robin. It's not a fucking pelican, dude. No way.
It's the first thing that came to my head.
Oh my God, dude.
Mike, we're waiting on your answer.
Yeah,
Is it pelican even a bird?
Hey, here's a good one right here.
The mosquito is your state bird.
It is the American robin.
Oh, wow. Van Air going back to his answer right there. The Robin.
Yeah,
I know they have something about the spotted turtle is something famous in Michigan too. I saw that. Got great stuff going on there, man.
Does Michigan have a good
seriously.
football team?
No, I'm gonna be honest, you guys. It's the life out here. This place is rad. Definitely.
Yeah.
It's really easy to drive in the snow. You know, the roads are always really smooth. I definitely don't just saw the front end of my Kia off when I hit the wrong spot of the road. You know, the weather's always good. It's definitely not just sleeting for 4 months straight, and I can run a lot of 8 scale in the winter. The place is awesome. I'm really happy that I live here, honestly.
All right, I sense
Rad.
the sarcasm. We need to bring some people on to cheer this guy up, man. Jesus.
Oh, Mike Fuller says it's the goldfinch. Wait, is
No,
Iowa's?
that's Iowa.
Mike.
He said he knew what
How did we get
Iowa's
to
was.
Iowa?
Dude, he
Oh,
said
Iowa.
he knew what Iowa's was. He just didn't know what Michigan's was. He asked
Oh.
Aiden that, and Aiden said Pelican. Of
Yeah,
all
And
fucking birds.
Eminem is from Michigan.
Yeah.
I noticed that.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
And
so is Michael
Motown.
Jackson.
Motown was
City called
born in Michigan.
Robert
Motown
says
Philly back
Michigan.
again.
Robert says Michigan has a city called Hell. Hell, Michigan.
It's the whole thing.
The whole state. All right, we're going to open up these phone lines to the first caller. I have no idea what you're going to expect here, Aiden. I hope it's as good as our normal weekly callers because you're the kind of guy that can produce some bangers for our weekly snippet that we like to post, our short that we do every week. So we're looking for a good short with some good call coming in right now. So if you guys are listening, call in. Let's talk to Aiden. We're looking for content.
Chris Mueller wants to know what the weather is. Well, thanks. I couldn't read it anyway. What's the weather like there now?
Right now, well, it's dark, so I can't really see the sky, but it's not raining. So I don't know if there's clouds. Couldn't tell you personally. And it was like 55 today.
All right. I hear Robert talking with somebody.
All right, somebody's calling in.
Ooh, that's a good question. Horn, are you a Lions fan or do you even watch football? Because I'm a football fanatic.
I never watched football growing up, and then I started spending a lot of time with the associated guys like Brent and Spencer and Kurt, and these guys all have like an NFL pool, and you got to get in on that, So
Yeah.
I ended up watching football just to be a part of it, and now I watch like every game.
It's a good time to be a Lions fan. They're really good. So, I know that
Dude,
Spencer is a Patriots fan, and
Dude, I was ready to break my TV in that championship game.
yeah, that was a bummer for them. And
How
I know
do you
that
blow a lead like that. I mean, going forward on fourth and not getting Reynolds just absolutely putting the whole game on Craigslist like 3 times by himself, and then the dude. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about it. I'm done. I don't
you
even want to talk about it.
You kind of know how it is. You kind of blew 2 leads this last weekend.
I know, but I was never up by 25 seconds. I mean, I wasn't lapping the field. Come on now.
All right. Do we got somebody on there, Robert?
Sure do. Let me pull them on in. All right, caller, you're on the air.
Good evening. It's your biggest fan.
It's the stat man.
What is up, BJ Williams?
Mm-hmm. What is up? What is up? Also, Aiden, congratulations on your first national title. I've been a fan of yours since I got to meet you at the carpet race in Cleveland a couple of years ago.
Oh my gosh, I remember that.
I've been looking forward to.
I have a really good story about BJ here. First time I ever met him, we were in Cleveland, and I was pitting with Lee Setzer, and he was asking questions about shocks to Lee about how to bleed them, how to build them. And Lee was like telling him like, oh yeah, like you do this and this. And then BJ goes and grabs his car and just sets it in Lee's pit and says, here you go, do it.
Nice.
That's awesome.
I remember that.
Oh, that's good.
Well, let's just say I'm a little better at building shots now thanks to that weekend.
Attaboy.
There you go.
You had I think you were trying to use a drill for the bleeder screw, and then Lee goes, all right, come on, we're not building the house here, we're just bleeding the
What do they say? Give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. Teach him how to fish, he'll eat for ever or some bullshit. Same goes with shocks, bro. Same goes with shocks, yeah.
Yeah.
But congratulations, Aiden. Well-deserved win for you in truck. I was really rooting for you there to try and pull the trifecta this weekend, but
yeah,
I mean,
you and me both.
Very fast. I mean, seeing you get that, seeing you cry in your interview.
I'm such a little bitch.
Really, but that really showed the human side of RC racing to a lot of people, but I mean, well-deserved win on Sunday.
I've only been trying for 15 years, so it wasn't really that cool. No, it's been a lot of shortcomings leading up to that, so I couldn't help but just get a little overwhelmed for sure. It's like I've said, I've finished in every single position except for first. Came close a lot of times and never got it, so it was cool to finally get that one.
Hey, listen. Number one, Chase Raymond or Levi Raymond definitely crying. All right, that boy bawled out with his family and he cried. Your dad and I had a very nice moment. He was crying his eyes out for you. He was so happy for you. I teared up because of how happy I was for you. I think that regardless of the pussification of the crying emotion, it was very well deserved, and lots of people were very happy for you and that success. So
I definitely heard my name a lot when I was racing. People were yelling for Horne. So if you were yelling for Horne, then let's go. That's my people right there.
Nice.
I heard you guys.
I had you in my pool.
Yeah, I tried to win you some cheddar.
So what you got, BJ? That it?
That's right. I just want to congratulate Aiden on his win and I hope you get into the Silver State, man, because I would be surprised if you go out and take some of that momentum from this win here and do something crazy in the Silver State here next week.
Just stop. That's not even a fucking issue, dude. There's no way he's not getting in the Silver State. That's $300 going into someone's pocket or more. Like it's not gonna happen. All right, not gonna happen.
Thanks,
all right,
BJ.
Have a good week, guys.
All right, BJ. Thank you.
Just keep building them shocks.
Keep it real. Phone line's still open. 843-438-1100. talk with Aiden. I'm sure no matter what you say, he's got a response for you.
I'm just
And-
waiting for one of my really intelligent friends to call this line. And
Well,
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
your friends, and there is not one of them I would call intelligent. So, I hope they call too.
yeah, I'm waiting for it.
The last time we had one of your Michigan gurus on here, he turned into a world champion, and the fucking phone calls we got that night were unreal.
Bananas.
Bananas.
Yes.
Bananas. The fact that those guys aren't calling right now to give you shit just blows me away. Like, we need to spam them right now. Maybe we should cold call those guys.
I didn't
Yeah,
really
maybe
tell-
we should.
I didn't really tell them that I was.
Just give the
doing
Todd
this,
a
so
call.
They might not even know that I'm on this thing.
Yeah, we should call
Right
the
on.
pot and be like, hey, we got the 2024 truck champion on the line.
So if we get any dead air, it sounds like we got a caller, but if we get any dead air, I would definitely. It looks like we know you always got the fresh kicks at the track and everything. It looks like you got them pretty climate controlled back there.
Yeah, come on. Now.
I'd like to, if you feel like it, like to showcase some of your favorite kicks.
Oh, yeah,
well,
look
I
at
mean,
those
back there.
Well, not yet, Aiden. Not yet.
We have a call.
We got a caller.
We have a call. So maybe after this call, we'll check those
What up?
things out. We'll check
What
those
do we
bad
got?
boys out.
All right,
Caller,
here we
you're
go. You ready?
Oh,
All right.
fuck.
Yeah.
Lucas.
The one and
So-
only.
He's got a bright light in the background for sure.
Yeah.
Want me to
it's
turn it
looking
off?
very
It look
good.
kind of rapey, but
Nothing wrong.
All
with that, guys.
Oh, shit.
Look, I'm not that intelligent, but oh boy, how about those Raymond kids? Like
they're fast for sure.
They're pretty
kids
quick.
are something fucking special, weren't they?
They're definitely faster than I was when I was 13, so they got me covered on that for sure. They already have piston cups. I just
Wow.
got my first one. They're way ahead of me. Brent and I. That's a great laugh you got there, by the way.
Yeah.
So
It sounds like a horn from some foreign vehicle.
Brent Telke and I were talking at one of these races. I think it was, I think might have been after Chase won his national title a couple, was it 2 years ago? He's like, yeah, those kids are fast. They're going to be coming for your job one day. And I'm like, I'm sure they will be. They're already pretty dialed. So I'm sure they both
Wait,
have a
Chase
bright
won a
future.
national title already?
Yeah, stock truck at STRC.
Really? No way. What?
I wouldn't make that up. I don't know why I would.
So, like at 10 years old, Chase Raymond won the national title.
I think
Yes.
he was 11. But was
Wow.
he 11? I don't know. Yeah, no, those kids.
I've
are
never even heard of
legit.
these kids until this past weekend.
Well,
Really?
you've been living under a rock.
Yeah.
If Aiden doesn't pick up his A scale game, he's definitely fucking fucked.
Yep, pull it. Hey, I kind of threw down at DNC though. You can't even lie.
It's about time.
I know, dude. It's been a lot of trial and error for sure. But
Mr. Fuller wants to know, what does Aiden think, or why do you think there's so much talent out of RC in Michigan,
That was close.
or in RC out of Michigan? Whatever. Read it for
I don't
your
know.
damn self.
SoCal swept stock. So
Dude, AE swept the week. Like, what the fuck?
as far as the Michigan thing, I just think that the state sucks so bad that we have nothing better to do than just try to get good at racing RC cars.
It's exactly what I was thinking. Honestly.
Like there's
There's
nothing
nothing
to do
else.
here. So it's either just sit at home and be depressed or try to get good at racing RC cars.
You know,
Kinda
Michigan,
Lucas is
Michigan people love motorsport.
Lucas is a fellow Michigani.
Yeah, I heard
Mi-
one of the
Mich-
best track designers in the world is from Michigan.
Yeah, I heard that
Really?
same thing.
Yeah.
He's,
What's his name?
Me. Jesus Christ, you know?
Yeah, hey man, that's it.
Oh,
Yeah, we
shit.
got it all.
he's a fellow Michiganer.
Michigander.
Yeah.
Michigander.
Dakota Fan, Aydin Horne, Lucas Lauren. Jesus Christ!
Yeah. Tater tot salad bar.
Tater tot
So-
salad bar, bro.
While I got all while
Jesus.
Lucas is while
Michigan
Lucas is on the
Freeze
phone,
Fucking awesome.
while Lucas is on the phone and Brent's on the phone, did you guys ever catch the cereal spitter?
Okay,
Huh?
so
I spit on people sometimes.
listen. What the fuck? What did he say? Oh my god. So
All right.
let-
Settle down.
let me explain the that situation, okay? Because number one, we have dirt that you can marshal and spit on. We've got large doors you can walk out and spit. But somebody, some person, some complete dickhead, and I don't know who it is. Multiple people come up to me and ask me if they wanted me to know who it was because they saw it happen. Spit inside of two trash cans, in the middle of two trash cans on the floor right in front of our podium. Now, yes, it's a dirt track and it's kind of a dirty, it's dirty, okay? It's not like you can eat off our floors. The fact is it's disrespectful. There's two trash cans within 10 feet or less of that big pile of spit. My whole intent on posting what I posted was just so that that person would hopefully get to see it or someone would show it to them so they could understand the next time they decide to do something like that, they understand what they're doing, that it's disrespectful. I didn't want to know who it was. I don't want to throw anyone out for being a dick. I want people to know they're a dick and learn from it. So hopefully that person, whoever you are, understands I'm a second chance kind of dude. Don't spit in my house. I'm not spitting in your house. That's all.
Yeah, but you can spit on the cowbell.
Yeah,
Spit on that thing.
cowbell's different, dude. That's on the track. You can spit anywhere on the track. Spit on the buckets that take out people, whatever. I don't give a fuck. But when you're in my house and my pits, don't spit in my pits. Don't spit in my house.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's
all.
rough.
Yeah.
Word.
That happened this week?
Yeah. And multiple people asked me, do you want to know who it is? And I told them all no. But if you want to show them my post and how I feel about it, I would appreciate that. I don't want to be pissed off anymore. I don't want that person to even know that I know it's them. I just want those people to know, don't be a dickhead. That's all. That's it. Enough said. My wife was really mad. My wife, I read a post she posted after I made that post. She posted it. She said it was 2 days. It was like 2 days after I posted it. She said she was boiling mad. She's like, the more I thought about it, the more mad I got. I said, babe, just forget about it. I already made the point. It's over. He ain't going to do it again.
And you know what? The person who's shitting a urinal, fuck them, dude.
Hey, you think that's bad? I was talking to SR.
Oh my God. That we didn't get someone shit in our urinal once. We got someone shit in our urinal 2 times.
This week?
No.
Somebody pooped in it?
No, not this week. It's been a while. But one of
Don't
them
shit in our urinal.
one of them was a
Oh my
kid
gosh.
and he thought it really was a toilet. The
No
other one, we
way.
don't know what happened, dude. Just somebody shit in our urinals. Whatever, dude.
So whose job is that? Do you guys like pull straws?
Well, no, when the kid did it, the dad went in there. He actually came to us and asked us if we had any gloves, and he went and did it himself. And stand up.
Oh,
dude.
you had to hand it? Like,
Well, how else you gonna do? You can't flush it. It's a
I don't
fucking
know, maybe
urinal,
like
bro.
get a fly swatter or like a soup
No.
spoon.
Well, if you flush it over and over and over.
Soup spoon.
I hope you're throwing that away once you're
Oh,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
God,
Oh, it's
dude.
done after that. That's retired.
You
but
can't be putting that back in rotation. Come
No.
on.
Bro,
no,
the
you don't want
second-
that
the
circling
second
in your
time,
pork
whoever-
pot roast.
The second time it happened, I don't remember who did it, but I'm sure I wasn't happy with them that week. They were probably being a slacker. So
It
I
was
was like,
me.
oh, yeah, it probably sounds about right. I said, fucking Lucas do this shit.
I
Wow.
remember that was when all the girls' bathrooms had the 4 stalls and the one man's bathroom had 1 stall.
Yeah, we made
So
a
I
big
just shit in the
change.
urinal.
We
Yeah,
made a
that was
big change after
extremely offset. for sure.
It wasn't.
Yeah,
It was,
hey.
but it isn't anymore.
Hey, you think that's bad? I was talking to SR, and he said that somebody at Hobby Action on like a practice day or club day or something walked up on the driver's stand, took a shit on the driver's stand. It fell out of his shorts legs onto the driver's stand, and he just left, like walked away.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, that was accidental for sure. That was an oopsie. That was an oopsie doodles. You know.
He didn't take it with him. I mean, at least take it with you.
Yeah, bro, pick your shit up, dude.
So Jake Thayer is telling me about how he's
just
doing
put
the
it in your
cleaning.
pocket or something, you know.
Oh my gosh!
you
No,
know,
there's no way.
What'd
There's
Jackie
no way that
do?
was a solid one for sure. I watched a video.
Thayer, Thayer was telling me that he was doing the cleaning at the end of the day, and he thought it was just like a clump of like mud on the stand. So he goes to sweep it up, and it's like a stuck pile. And then he looks at
You left a little shit stain.
he goes, "That's a turd."
That's a poop.
So they went back in the security footage and watched the whole security footage.
Oh no,
They
dude.
saw,
Oh my gosh.
they saw someone just drop a load while they're walking, like mid
Oh
stride.
no.
Oh my god.
The older you get, the more likely it could happen.
Wow.
Dude. Oops, little doodles, dude. Like
Dude, I was watching a video on
Got the
Instagram where there's like
short about this.
oh
It's
god.
like
Well,
a-
we're gonna probably get a couple shorts out of this episode.
it was like a Amazon delivery driver, and he like knocks on the door, or some delivery driver knocks on the door, and then literally just accidentally poops on their doorstep. Dude. Like, so it could happen. It could happen.
Oh yeah, just
You eat
happens to me
Chipotle,
every day, all the time.
you maybe some you know, carbon fiber.
Oh my god.
I don't know if you got loose dumps, you should probably be wearing briefs so you're not dropping them out of your shorts on the driver's stand. You know.
Whoa.
Hey,
All right,
you never
Lucas.
know.
I don't
Jake,
know. I
you're
don't
only
know
a
what.
few years away.
I don't know what Aiden or Camden's saying, but you're doing Lucas dirty
All
though.
right.
That's all there is to it.
It's time. It's time, boys.
Yeah,
See
it's
you later.
bedtime. See you in the morning.
Bye-bye.
Peace out.
He's got to.
Yeah,
pick
the
me
whole
up.
track designer thing went over my head. That was good.
Yeah. Yeah, he was pretty witty with that one. That was good.
Bro, he is. He's definitely 14 bush ices deep right now. So Lucas is feeling right, and he's got to pick me up from the. I got to drop the big blue beach bad motherfucker off tomorrow to get a service before we head north toward a shootout.
The beach
And,
bandit.
Yeah, people been sending us ever since we talked about it on. I got interviewed on the Roar race on Thursday or Friday, and the guy interviewing me brought it up, and he said it was awesome. I was like, yeah, we're searching for a name, and I've been getting multiple suggestions from a lot of our friends and fans and stuff. So we are still looking for a good name. It has to flow. It has to be right. But
The beach house.
the Big Blue Beach House. That's not a bad one.
If you have a good name for if you have a good name, well, it's blue, so that doesn't make any sense. But if you got a name, drop it in the comments.
Yeah, we'll definitely take it under consideration. Lucas is actually still awake. His old ass is awake, which is wild at 10:40 on a Tuesday night. So he's usually in bed by 8:42. So
Nice.
all right, so phone lines are open 843-438-1100. Aydin Horne on the line. Stadium.
Yeah,
truck.
so let's see
National
them
Yeah, come on,
sneakers,
guys.
man.
Come on, guys, hit me with it. All of it.
Let's
I'm
see them
ready.
sneakers.
That's not a bad one right there.
I mean,
Okay, yeah.
nice.
Pick up your phone.
Let's hear it for Camden Lime, real quick.
Yeah,
Camden Lime's got some bangers tonight.
Camden's
That's
on
a-
fire.
I mean, no pun intended with the bang bus.
hey,
comment.
Uncle G's got a good one.
Hey, Uncle G.
What up, Uncle G?
Blue balls.
Blue balls.
No, it's not a blue whale. Sorry, bud.
The beach blue whale, dog.
Nope. Ain't a whale.
What are we
Lucas
naming?
ain't-
I wasn't listening at all. I was just staring at
The new white whale that Beach RC is now driving around the behemoth of trackside stores and support.
The beach behemoth.
It's a
Beach
vehicle.
behemoth. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You weren't at PNB. You're not an 8-scale guy. I forgot.
Yeah, part timer. What can I say?
Yeah. What shows? So show us those shoes.
Yeah.
That's it. What's your favorite pair? Let's see. They look like they're stored properly.
They
My
look
favorite
like
pair's not even up here. My favorite pair is in the basement.
They look
Or
what?
Downstairs. No, downstairs. I mean,
They look like Nike SBs. Let's see them. Come on, bring
I
them.
totally thought you were in the basement already.
Yeah, you look like you're a basement dweller.
now this is my upstairs. I'm an attic dweller.
It's
Oh,
the upsmith.
Hey,
We
look at
got
there.
the Olympics here.
Big Perm has 2. Whoa, look at those. Those are fly. Big Perm has 2 RC rooms, dude. We barely get 1. He got 2.
Yeah,
What
so
are
we
those?
got the-
What are
got
those
the
ones with the
Olympics.
gum sole on top? Those things look pretty
Ooh.
cool.
How
The
do you
old-
see that, dude? Are you zooming in or something?
Huh? Oh, it's
I don't
not a
know.
gum sole. It is a gum sole.
I don't
with
even
red
know what these are
bottoms.
called.
Gum and
Those
red.
are pretty sick.
They're called like gym floor or something. I don't even know.
Those are so wore out, dude. Put that back. Go get a new one.
Those are pretty sick though. I
What
like
can I say? I actually got these for free. I stole them from Drayton Style. Pretty good deal.
Oh yeah. Where's that guy at?
I only wear these ones on Easter, Easter colors, and I think they're kind of gay. So, not bad.
Well, right on.
Not that anything's wrong
You know?
with being gay or anything like that.
843-438.
Especially on Jesus Day.
Shout out Matty G. If we're talking about gay, Matty G, thank you for being in the house tonight.
Yeah, I got a pair of dunks that I got custom made with. They have AHRC stitched into the back of them. They're downstairs. I can go grab them if you want. I'll go MIA for like 12 seconds though.
12 seconds. Can we count?
I think we could. I think we make that happen. Go for it.
Yeah,
Go.
yeah.
1, 2, 3, go.
I'm going.
Let's get a countdown on the clock.
He's still got his AirPods in. I wonder if he can still hear us.
I'm going.
He can hear us.
That guy is a slow runner.
I'm skipping steps.
Hey, where's Big Al at?
Oh,
Is he
he's still on
asleep?
his AirPods. Okay, that was so fast.
Dude, that was great. Is Big Al?
That was
still-
like
Whoa.
5 seconds.
Those are
Nice.
sick.
Why
Hey.
don't you just look at him?
Is the Bighorn asleep still or now?
Who's Bighorn? Al?
Yeah.
The mega horn.
You want me to call him up here?
I don't know.
Yeah,
dude.
why
He's a
not?
legend.
No, we don't. We definitely. That's the absolute last thing we need right now.
Okay, we'll get him on another one.
I'm sure he's up watching YouTube or on Instagram Reels or something.
He is literally one of my favorite people I've met. Your whole family is just great, but your dad and we've connected on like an older man level. Your dad's fucking rad. He
I
is
like it
rad.
when he sends me.
Were you guys, like,
Instagram
talking
Reels
about
and
grass?
text messages?
He sends you what?
I like it when he sends me Instagram Reels through text message. Just can't quite seem to figure out the airplane on the screen. It's tough.
Oh
It
god,
is
I gotta
tough.
stop it, dude. I gotta pee.
He'll get it.
Yeah, I got one brewing too.
Couple more years.
No, I'm fucking there, dude. It's time for some dude whites and depends, bro. All right, I think our boy Robert has some super fan on the line. What you got, Robert?
All right. Well,
Typing something.
yeah, well, I was just putting his name in. I was starting to speed run it. I need to get a new keyboard on this bitch. But we do have a new call, or not new. We do have a caller. Sorry about that.
Ooh,
Caller, you're live on the air.
not new. No,
can't even hear.
this fucking guy.
Nice.
The
What's
guy
up, buddy?
the guy that ditched our fucking race to go do oval or something.
Oh man,
Oh,
no, that's why I was calling to tell Aiden congratulations, man.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Nope.
How you
trust me-
doing?
Trust me. Oh, I got your boy Go Ball next to me.
what?
Title is
Dragon
Pro
Ball
V1.
Z's?
Go Ball's down in Florida.
Mixed Mike. How you doing?
Doing good. How are you doing?
Yeah, eh?
Horn just kicking it. I was playing MX Bikes here before I hopped on this call. I still wilding it up, but you know how we do.
Who the fuck is on the phone?
Kyle
Like, is
Go.
it?
It's Kyle
Oh, fuck! Now I know who's on the phone.
Huh? I'm
He's
still,
the,
I'm still a little upset with Brent and Chase since they didn't use my picture that I sent Brent.
What picture's that?
Yeah, what was that?
The picture of all your your new products and stuff.
Well, I don't have my phone
Remember
on
that-
me at this very
remember that-
moment.
Oh, it's probably for the best.
I don't have any new products.
So, am I the only
Oh, but
one that
don't you guys
sees
really do
the?
new products?
We'll have to air that the next time after I review whatever was sent to me during these busy moments of my life.
So,
I'm not too
guys,
sure what you're talking about at the moment.
Am I the only one that sees
Oh,
the
you'll
X-rated
get a
batteries?
kickback. You'll love it.
Am I the only one that sees the X-rated
What about the
batteries? and
X-rated
thinks of
batteries?
Brazzers? Am I the only
Brazzers?
one that thinks of Brazzers? Is that just
No,
I mean,
no.
it's pretty close to
I
Brazzers.
am
That's for sure.
I'm a full-blown Brazzers fan. And as you can see by our intro, we hold no bones about our porn addiction in this group of folk.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? The tagline to our
all kidding aside, we had no idea that we were getting a fucking Pornhub introduction. When,
Yeah, we had no
Yuri
idea.
made that shit for us. So, that
but the
is,
tagline to our show is
man.
Jackson Tracks. You know.
oh god, that's why we have a disclaimer at the beginning of this show.
Throw Jackson hit tracks.
Hey, man.
Oh my fucking god.
So it's Kyle go
Yeah,
to Brazzers.
Aiden was the first one to bring in the whole browser thing.
The battery literally comes wrapped in a condom.
Yeah, it does. I had to
on.
cut
Does
mine
it?
off. Yeah. I like to go bareback. I don't know why it was
That's
wrapped
amazing.
up, dude. Fucking, great battery. Thank you, Kevin. But yeah, dude, condoms on batteries are not right, dude. They just don't make sense. Cut them off.
Well,
Go bareback.
You can just like in reality, you can remove them.
I did. I go
Yeah,
bareback.
so
I'm a
it's we're
bareback.
talking Kyle go to Brazzers. I would tune in.
I
Yes.
would like to know Kyle goes search history on Brazzers. If it is it more of a, what's the influence? Is it Asian? Is it gay, trans? Like, what is Kyle goes Brazzers?
There is no way we're talking about this on live feed. There's no way.
I mean,
Okay.
Kyle, I
I'm
think
pretty
Kyle,
sure it
Kyle
might be
strikes
AJ
me.
Moresco.
Kyle kind of strikes me as a guy where there's two of them and they both do this, and then the head is still
You know what that's
I'm
called,
saying?
right,
Holy
Aiden? That's
shit.
called a Dutch rudder, I believe.
like 4 fists, and then
Where everybody's steering the ship.
That's right, Dutch rudder.
everybody's steering. the-
See, that's the person we called in to talk to is Chase.
Oh,
What's that?
well, it's a good thing that I'm here.
Oh man, I hope my mom
Yeah.
doesn't watch this.
Too bad. There's
Yeah, I
a
hope mine
delay.
doesn't either, dude.
Too late. By the way, you're welcome for not publishing our episode.
I mean, we still can. We still can.
No, your career means too much to me.
Yeah, can I get a private copy sent to me
No,
personally?
it's in
I
a
need to
vault.
watch it.
It's in a vault. No one
Let's
will watch
just
it.
let's just make.
I
it
actually
private,
haven't even
like-
watched it back. It was so bad.
So you mean it was so good?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Well, I'm sure you can pull some shorts from it.
There's no shorts allowed from this, dude. Period, dude. Even Robert, what'd you say?
I said no.
Dude, you went that gnar, Aiden?
It was
Like,
pretty
this
bad.
guy will post anything.
Hey, oh, you know what? You know what? I'll tell you what we can post is when I said, Aydin fucking Horne here at Masters of Dirt. How you doing, buddy? What up? And that's it. That's all we got.
Maybe
We literally
if I
had a
wasn't
short
wearing-
of
Brent, I
of
just got a question
butt
for you.
plug toilet lights. last
Maybe if I
week.
wasn't
do
wearing
that.
my race shirt with all my sponsors on it, then it wouldn't be so bad. But I'm sitting here branded, just cutting it up.
Oh, we
Oh,
cut it.
man.
We cut it up. That's for sure. What you got?
You know who
Kevin?
had a good interview at the Wally race was Camden. They were like, "Hey, Camden, anybody you'd like to thank?" And he's like, "Yeah, everybody on my shirt." I thought that was the sickest
That's
thing ever. And then
classic,
just went into something else. But he's like, "Yeah, I'd like to thank everybody on my shirt."
Hey,
Proud
Aiden,
dad moment. Yeah.
Oh, he's watching.
Bighorn is awake.
Come upstairs, Big Horn. Jump on the show.
Hopefully
We got
my
6
mom-
minutes left.
I'm getting text messages from Al as we speak.
Yeah,
Well,
what do we got?
If Big Al was to show up on screen, we would extend our show at least 10 minutes. Just saying.
For sure.
That's
But we
the
might
guy you gotta
need
get
a
on.
commercial
That's
first, because
awesome.
I might leave a hobby action on my chair here.
I am
Oh.
not giving that guy an AirPod.
All right.
You gotta get him in there.
All right. We got to let you guys go because there's other people trying to call in.
No,
Thanks for the
good.
call.
Good talking to you guys.
Later, boys.
Yeah.
Good seeing you, Kyle. Wish we would have saw Kevin, but he sucks. Bye. So somebody else is trying to call in. He just messaged me. I don't know. Let's see if he gets in.
What do we got?
Oh,
We got
sounds
6
like-
minutes.
Sounds like we got someone. We got 6 minutes unless Big Al shows up in the attic. Uh-oh. Sounds like we do have somebody. Hold on. And this isn't now I'm hearing Robert talk. So full disclosure, I get to hear Robert kind of like I eavesdrop on who he's talking with. And the guy that just texted me a minute ago is not the guy that I just heard him welcome in. So
Well,
here we
we've got
go.
a legendary guest.
Okay.
John from Arizona is calling for Aiden.
Ooh, that could be good.
John from Arizona.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
here we go.
What up, Barry?
What's up, Barry?
Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing?
Yeah, we're done.
We're Darren.
We're Darren.
What do you got for us tonight?
I just wanted to go ahead and congratulate the newest mod truck, stadium truck, national champion, Mr. Aydin Horne, right here.
Hey,
That's-
hey,
that's
thank
it.
you. Thank you.
Hey,
You know,
he's pretty
we're
good
taking
right
that
there.
one to the grave.
That guy. That guy right there.
Man, I'm gonna,
Right down
I'm
there.
gonna tell you
We do
what,
a
I
Brady
don't know
Bunch.
how you pro guys. Man, I don't know how you pro guys drive them cars, man. Listen, that track was really hard down there at the Nationals, and listen, I was trying to get around that track down there at practice, man, and I kept hitting that daggum fence, and man, I went and told Lucas that, man, you just need to take that fence out, man, and man, motherfucker went and put jingle bells on it just to add insult to injury, man.
Hey, you want to know how you get so good? Zero sexual intercourse.
Man,
for 21 years.
Pro
you know,
tips
that-
with Aiden Horne.
That
Yeah.
is how you dial it in. You know?
Yes. Oh my God.
man, I'll take that to heart, man. I do appreciate the advice, but man, I was down there this weekend, dude. Dude, I was jingling more bells than a Gay Salvation Army Santa with Tourette's, man. It just felt awful.
Yeah, I had my.
I was
fair
hitting that
share.
fence harder than a
Second
Snoop
short.
Dogg blunt, man.
I had my fair share of jingle bells as well, so don't feel so bad.
Shit.
Oh man, Barry.
Man, I've been
So,
going to
Barry-
sleep and
Barry-
hearing them in my sleep.
Barry,
Carrying them in my sleep.
Barry, were you here at Nationals? What were you what were you racing so we can maybe hone in on who you actually are?
Man, I was racing a little bit of this and that, man. You know, a little 2-wheel, a little 4-wheel. You know, just the classes, man. Just trying to make my way to go to the down under, man, in the world next year, man. And man, I don't know if I want to go. Been hearing about all these spiders and scorpions, man, and they told me Customs wouldn't take my shotgun, man, and I don't think my sister Gertrude's going, man, because I know I could outrun her if something started chasing me. But man, I was down there running a little bit of this and that. Hey, by the way, that big old blue truck you got out back, I think you should call that sucker the Beach Bomber, man.
Huh?
That thing big
Yes.
up all around Gertrude. Holy shit!
Okay.
No
we
one
will
is
go.
actually named Gertrude anymore. This guy's
Man, don't make fun of it. It's a family name, man. We just embrace it.
Oh boy.
Oh my shit.
Dude said this guy's speaking cursive.
Oh man. Yeah, Alan.
Listen, guys, I appreciate it. And listen, Aiden, you're gonna have to hook me up with some of them kicks, man. I'm gonna have to take off my Crocs and take them out of 4-wheel drive and put me on with some of them Nikes, man. But Listen, I'm gonna have to get off here, and y'all have a good one. And you tell Lucas that, man, next time I'll be able to track for him to run on, I'm gonna put jingle bells on every motherfucking pipe I can put out there, man.
Nice.
All right, well, jingle
Barry,
all the way,
remember-
Barry. Appreciate
remember,
you.
0 intercourse. You'll be better every day.
Yes.
His sister's name's Gertrude, so there might be a very good opportunity or a scenario where this dude is 21 years old with 0 intercourse. So not.
I thought you were
too-
going somewhere else with that, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. I was right there with you, Aiden.
you guys have some fucked up minds. All right, that's all I gotta say. All right, we have
Oh shit.
we have time for one last caller to beat the buzzer while we've got Aydin Horne on. I'll give this extension for one last caller because I'm having too much fun. I'm laughing my ass off. Speaking of the big blue bomber or whatever y'all want to call it, that bitch has got to be in the shop at 8:00 in the morning. So, you know, it is getting a little bit late. I am an older man, and sleep is of the essence.
Absolutely.
I
got to be up in 5 hours to go to work.
Oh, that's easy, dude.
You got that. Easy cash.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's money in the bank, as they say in WWE.
It's money in the bank.
Money in the bank. Yeah, Alan Horne wants to know why hasn't Gross called in?
I don't think Gross knows I'm doing this.
Oh. So
Man.
call in now, 843-438-1100. We could call the Tater Tot if we wanted to. We could call Gross if you give us the number. We'll call any motherfucker. We don't care. You
All right.
tell
Well,
me.
I'm aggressively holding in a pee. Like it's getting pretty bad. So I'm gonna do that real quick.
Yeah, you go pee while we wait for that one last call.
No, I tell you, we call it Gross. We're probably gonna get
Gross
canceled,
is so Gross is watching is what everyone's saying. As for Miley says, oh, he knows he be cutting it up with me.
That's the Warzone duo right there.
I haven't seen Gross in a while. So speaking of Warzone, I was talking to Horn, or not Horn, but the Tot and the other gamers, and they said I said because my daughter's been playing some Fortnite. And I don't get a lot of time to play video games, but when I do have time and she's playing video games, I'll jump on and play with her. But they said that you're the only one of the group that plays Fortnite.
Tater is like the best Fortnite player I've ever seen. So that's a lie.
He told me Fortnite is trash and that he would never play it. That's what he told me the other night.
Yeah, you know, he's only logged like 27,000 days on the game. So
he's bored, is what you're saying. He's bored of it.
Tater is a Fortnite sweat, so don't let him fool you. But I don't really play Fortnite anymore. I used to play Fortnite. More of a Call of Duty guy myself nowadays. MX bikes, I'll throw down some oppos on MX bikes.
Yeah, so somebody by the name of Hunter Ehrlich wants to know, have you ever played BMX Streets?
Is that a game, or are you
It's
asking
like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater for BMX bikes.
or is he asking if I like ride a BMX bike down 8 Mile? And
I mean,
on
it
wheels?
sounds sick if it's like Tony Hawk with BMX bikes. If that's what it is.
No, I don't really play a lot of video games. I pretty much play COD and MX bikes.
Number one YouTuber in the whole United States of America just said, "Great show tonight, guys. See you at Silver State." Well, see you guys at Silver State.
See you there.
We'll
I've
see
seen
you
some of his
tomorrow.
videos. Mark's in. Yeah, he's good. Good.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
content.
Make sure you say hi to him. He's gonna be walking around with a big old hat on his head, fucking being awesome.
Yes.
Say hi.
I'm just jealous. I'm not gonna be there with you guys. I'll be there next year for
MSM
sure.
Nation, baby.
Yeah, for sure. All right, we got our final caller tonight. I don't know who it is. Robert, bring him on. Let's get this motherfucking going.
All right, caller. Sorry if I got
Brent
your first
is
name wrong,
tuned
but
up.
I'm pretty sure this was
I am
right.
tuned up.
Running a little lean.
Ooh, Joey C. Hi, Joey C. You're on.
What's up?
Joey C, what's
You're
up?
live. Oh, it's
What's
Joey
up?
Crown.
Is it actually?
No, Joey Carlson out of Ascove, Minnesota.
What's up?
Damn.
What's up, dude?
Region 17 driver for AE.
What's up, teammate?
Oh, hey, what's up?
What's up? Yeah, I was just obviously congratulating Aiden on the win. You know, that was
Thanks.
awesome to watch. You and Rivkin going at it, and then yeah, I also had some questions about the truck you were running. Did it have any 7 Series parts on it?
First off, Rifkin got lucky. Let's just put that out there. All right. Rifkin got lucky. Horn messed up a little bit. Rifkin just got lucky. That's all there is to it. All right. Back to the question.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna set my 2-wheel drive on the Stadium Truck Cup and act like that's the one I got it with. I'm not gonna do that.
should put it- we should-
with the new
You should double stack them.
With the new buggy class, where you had the truck tires on your buggy.
I can't lie, Joey. The Stadium Truck is, unfortunately, it's pretty custom. It's pretty custom build. We got some B7 caster block and KPI stuff on there. My dad made some lowered shock towers. I handmade the body mounts, and it's gonna really suck building another one. I'm gonna say that.
You know, that's funny you say that because it's the same situation over there with the TLR camp. It's like Stadium Truck is being neglected right now by the manufacturers.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even get tires for the thing.
Well, it's funny. I was running my SC 6.4 in short course. We actually had a short course class, maybe like 4 or 5 of us made a name, but they quit our class like halfway through the series because they said it was damaging the carpet too much. And we were running on PRC carpet. And it was basically the carpet's fault, but because it was just crappy carpet. Basically, I don't know, they just singled us out. It kind of felt sucky, but it was fun while it lasted.
Unfortunately, the trucks are kind of tough on the carpet. My home track is RC1, and I mean, honestly, if there's one car that's really tough on the carpet, it's the 4-wheel drives, especially when dickheads like me decide not to run a front bumper on a B74 and just absolutely destroy the carpet.
That makes sense.
Well, it's not even that. I mean, screws that are loose on the bottom if there's no chassis protector, or the shock towers if they're not rounded off, stuff like that. But
yeah,
I was kind of shocked at that, honestly. Like, even though trucks are harsh on the carpet, if it's a cheap carpet, I mean, anything could rip it up. So it was kind of.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Lucky we got singled out like that, but hey.
When you do that on the dirt, it just adds character. So it's just, totally different.
Yeah.
Need more dirt in our
So,
life.
Joey, see, if you could pick a hot supermodel from the 80s, which one would it be?
Well, I don't really know of any, but also my wife's right next to me. So
Oh my God, he's so
That's
young.
okay.
You got to be
That's
young,
okay.
man, if you don't know any 80s supermodels.
I was born in the 90s, but not quite.
He sounds so
90s.
uncomfortable.
Okay.
Nathan Gross, everyone is telling me to get in there. Oh my God.
All right, so you're going with no
Joey-
comment on that one?
Joey, you sound
Yeah,
awfully uncomfortable with that question there.
Okay.
Yeah.
What a great question, though, Chase. I mean, that was on point, though, for real. On point.
That was kind of a nice
Catching
shot in
him
the dark.
off guard there.
Well, how about ask
Yeah.
your wife what she thinks the best supermodel is in the 80s?
Ask your wife who she thinks is the biggest hunk from the 90s.
Yeah. Let's go with that. Probably Mario Lopez, right? I mean, it's got to be
Maybe,
Mario
or
Lopez.
no. Who was Zach's character? What was his name?
Oh, that was oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. Let's just go with Mario Lopez.
She really likes Ian Somerhalder, who plays Damon Salvatore in Vampire Diaries.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Good answer.
All right. See how this works, Joey? Now you can tell us.
Now
who
you can
think was
tell
the
us who
hottest.
you thought was the hottest.
All right, so this is what
Baller.
You guys are just trying to get Joey in trouble here. Come on, he didn't do nothing to you. He didn't do nothing to you.
Okay, no, for real. Who was it?
Somebody wanted to, but
You guys can have Joey sleeping on the couch tonight. Come on.
Well, he's got to live by the playbook.
Zach
No
Morris.
intercourse.
Zach Morris.
You will be fast.
Yeah.
can we go with 2000?
Okay.
Yeah, dude. Who's the hottest chick you think has ever lived?
Has ever lived. Brecky Hill. Next question.
What?
Brecky
Did you say a
Hill.
dude's name?
No. Dude, if you don't know who Brecky Hill is, then you're missing out on a lot of good times with your right
Besides your wife, Joey, who do you think is the most babylicious babe that's ever walked the planet?
I think it's Ivana Shake.
Whoa.
Is that her last name?
She sounds foreign. Has anybody ever heard of this person?
Or no, it's
You
Serena
say-
Shake. I think
Serena Shake.
it's like SAIK.
He doesn't even know her name.
Oh, I
We're going
think
to
he
Google
said,
it. Robert,
I think
can you
he-
Google this
I
and
think
pull
he
it up,
said
please?
Shakira.
No.
Hey, Shakira's bad.
She dated,
She's bad.
She's pretty
dated,
bad.
Ronaldo,
Hips don't lie.
soccer player.
Ronaldo? Oh, he's got bad taste, dude.
No,
Robert,
no,
can you pull a picture up on the show of Joey C's dream girl?
We don't even know what her name is.
If you were listening, Robert.
He might be asleep.
No, it's true. I think Arena Shake is the correct one.
Urina
actually.
Shake.
Yeah, I remember now.
I'm looking at it.
Arena, IRINA.
Irina. RIRNA. Shake.
All right, we'll get back to that. We're going to pull that out.
She's a Russian supermodel. Oh, no.
IRINA.
All right, man. Sound like you're a super fan. We love you, but dude, you got bad taste, bro.
Can we pull it up on the show? Can we pull this? I don't know. She looks like a Angelina Wish app Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
But not bad, not bad. Good stuff.
Okay.
Good stuff.
We're gonna give her a 7. But hey, if she's at an RC track, dude, she's a 10 no matter what. No matter fucking
Oh
what.
yes, yeah.
Like I seen 5s out in the world that at the track she's a 10 no matter what.
You're just being nice because you know who I'm sitting next to.
Oh no, I don't give a fuck who you're sitting next to. That's the difference. Like you gotta understand. I don't know your wife, and I don't know you yet. I don't give a fuck. I'll say it in front of her too. I'm just that guy that just doesn't say. I say.
Well,
it
good times. Kudos to your wife for
right?
sitting next to you watching this show.
Yes,
she is a great woman.
I actually do want to
For
compliment you on the fact that your wife is sitting through the most fucked up, boring show you could possibly watch with your wife right now.
Oh my goodness!
But that's awesome.
All right, Joey C. Well, you have a good night. Thanks for calling in. Good luck with that truck and destroying the carpet out there. If you know what I mean.
Nice.
Thanks. Yeah, I'll try. I'll try not to.
He's like, oh yeah, thanks.
Let's get that truck destroying carpet. You know what I mean? As
Yeah.
Chase says. Hey,
I appreciate it, guys.
have a good night, Just.
All right. Good night, man.
Joey.
Good night.
Aiden.
What's up?
So your boys have 100% convinced Gross to call in.
Awesome.
This is
Sounds
your
like
last,
we're going long.
This
We're
is
going
your
long.
last chance, Nathan Gross. You've got 843-438-1100, 30 seconds to call in, or we're fucking done.
How many seconds?
30.
30.
Starting now.
I hope these seconds go by fast.
Do we have a countdown
I do.
possibility
I'm
here?
watching. Yeah, I've got
Robert?
a countdown going on right now. We don't have one for the screen. We're not that technical.
This
It takes
this
like
is
3
how-
people to put countdowns on the screen, and we only have one. So okay.
This is how we get
So
canceled.
Aiden, what did
No.
Aiden? What did you? What was the girl's name that you said was super hot?
Yeah. So you're gonna want to look this one up on Instagram or whatever you got.
Go ahead.
Brothers.
Just say her fucking name.
Brecky Hill, Breckie Hill. Oh,
Brecky. What a good play on Becky.
You and your right hand could have some good times on that profile.
But I'm a lefty, dude. So no.
Whatever you want to do, you could play the stranger. There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
I mean, not bad.
Oh,
not bad.
I know she's not bad.
Okay. Well, pull her up. I can't see what's going on.
I can't post.
I can't see what Aydin Horne is.
That would be up to Robert.
Horne too. Don't try to turn it up too.
Oh, Robert.
Little Aydin Horne.
I got a number. Oh, fuck.
That's him. Oh, God.
Yeah, we're fucked.
Do we have him?
Cancellation.
Shut down the stream.
All right. Well, let me play the disclaimer before we bring him on. Play the disclaimer.
Do we need to play
put the disclaimer on? Yes.
Okay.
The following podcast is a group of people who will be talking shit, drinking, using cuss words and living their best lives. The opinions or views expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of their sponsors, supporters or anyone important outside of the four walls of the show. If you are not 18 or older, we suggest talking to your parents about this podcast before watching it and becoming scarred for life. We hope you will enjoy this and not get butthurt or become a keyboard warrior after taking it all in. Thank you for watching and supporting us on our journey.
Okay.
Oh, you're in the clear, dude.
Okay, so yeah, you can't get canceled. We've played the disclaimer.
Really glad you called, Gross. Hello?
Hello? Robert, what the fuck?
He's here. This is him, not us.
Gross. Take your shit off mute.
Unbelievable.
This guy sucks.
So like I said, my friends are pretty intelligent.
I've met him a couple times. He's coming to Masters. And I was looking forward to hearing that voice again.
I'm going to try one refresh real quick.
Horn.
Looks like Robert's got some technical difficulties because, our shit always works perfectly.
Are you there, caller?
Ooh, your dog.
That's my dog.
Oh.
Ollie.
It works fine. Everybody else, he's not saying nothing.
All right. Well, then I guess we're gonna shut her down. Then.
Yeah.
It's probably for the best.
Yeah. What a test.
Aiden, thanks for coming on, man. Great job. You rule. Always entertaining in your interviews. Love seeing you around the track. Thanks for coming on, man.
Appreciate you.
Aiden.
Good night, guys.
I'm gonna miss you until October.
I'll be there.
I know you will.
I'll be at some races too. I'm sure I'll run into you before that.
Yeah, we'll see each other soon. It's good seeing you, man. Good having you on. We appreciate your time. As always, like Chase said, you're the man. Funny, and keep up the good work. Congrats on that first national championship. I see many more of those coming behind that one. So we're rooting for you. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Right on, man. Thanks for your time.
We'll talk to you soon.
We're out.
Alrighty. See you guys.